unmute me, and then we unmute you, and we're here. Welcome back to another, I'm saying that to the players and to our viewers, to another episode of our Monday Night D&D stream. This is episode 11 of our Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign. When last we left our heroes, we had just wrapped up Khundrukar. They dealt with the return of Zazad. We have no idea what his surname was because he never got a chance to taunt you guys. He tried to flee the combat heroically. He tried to heroically withdraw, withdraw rather. But you guys hunted him down and prevented him from leaving, putting an end to that orc's life. I tried to get the Nemesis system to work a second time, and you guys said no. So, good job with that. And then from there, you proceeded down to the final level of Khundrukar, where you faced the adolescent black dragon, which was it was a pretty handy fight. Like, you guys, I think you took it down in 4 rounds, which was pretty good. But there was a couple moments where things could have went sideways if dice went one way or the other, as with any D&D combat. So and then following that, you left Khundrukar and returned to Saltmarsh. And that was where we ended. You all got to level 6, and we did some of that leveling up in the green room before we started, so I trust everyone's all set and ready to go. We're going to pick back up with you guys back at Saltmarsh. The 2-3 day journey back from Khundrukar is behind you. You've returned to Saltmarsh. The city is as it has been. You know that, at least when last you talked with Kelladek, the city's wizard and associate of Gellin Primewater, your current employer. When last you spoke with him, Kelladek informed you that Gellin was out of town, that your contract had been amended, and that there was no more need for the forge in Khundrukar, and so your overall pay was reduced. But Kelladek also said wherever you are in the fortress in Khundrukar, you can consider yourselves done as long as the blacksmiths are safe. And so, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. As you've returned to Saltmarsh, and Kelladek is waiting to provide you with your payment whenever you like. But what are you guys doing from here?
Where does Kelladek live?
That is a good question. According to our handy dandy new map pins. Thank you, Roll20.
Kelladek Tower?
Kelladek Tower.
Kelladek Tower would be a place where Kelladek would live.
Yeah, Kelladek named himself after the tower. He loved it so much. So, if you're watching live right now, you are also accruing experience points. You can spend those points to award our players with various effects. You can give a healing surge. You can award inspiration or a bless die. You can bless the whole party. So keep that in mind as we are going. All right. So on to Kelladek Tower. Let me get Kelladek's token on here so you can actually see his art. You approach Kelladek Tower, which is that's a kind of a dramatic name for it. It's really just like this one-level house with then a mini tower that's like 3 stories total on the north end of the house. But as you approach it, the front door, you see a small imp perched on the awning above the front door, and as you are approaching the house, it flies off and goes into an open window at the top of the tower.
That's ominous.
It appears he has a guard dog. Or guard imp?
Guard.
House is infested with demons. We'll have to purge it.
I didn't know we had a paladin here.
Alright, I'll knock on the door.
It is not open. Quizzy approaches the front door and goes to knock, and then the door opens for you. And standing on the other side of the threshold is a tall, bearded man, long black beard, pointed, kind of hawkish nose, and he's staring at you with very intense eyes. And he looks at each of you, and he goes, "You must be the ones that Gellin sent to Khundrukar. Come in. I'm sure you have questions." and he'll stand aside and let you enter his home.
All right. Quizzy just marches in.
Yep.
Please, wipe your feet on the mat before you go any
Oops.
further.
I will do so, begrudgingly.
Vesk shakes like a dog.
Scales and gold coins everywhere. Kaladek closes the door behind you and then leads you down the hallway to a small dining room where he sits you all at the table. And he says, well, of course, first thing is first, the matter of your payment. I have the contracted amount here. And he takes out a coin pouch and he opens it up and he's counting them all out. He's like, I believe it was 250 gold a head as per the amended contract. He's like, I have that. And he hands that out.
We don't have a signed We did not sign an amended contract.
He's like, I was informed by Mr. Primewater to see to the business as was relayed to you through the messenger's bag. This is what I have for you. VTuber, thanks for the
we did a
sub.
lot of work after we rescued those people before we got the message that it was revised without our consent.
He's like, well,
They don't speak for me. I'll take the 250.
Roswin collects the coin happily, and Kaladek
Greedily.
Kaladek stares at Quizzy and at Terpsichore, and he's like, Mr. Primewater reserves all rights to adjust contracts as needed based on the needs of his business and his operation. I
Is that in
regret
the contract? I don't remember that.
How exactly is it a contract then?
it is a
Because a contract is something that's agreed on and by all parties beforehand. Just I really don't care one way or the other, but my compatriots do, and they have a valid reason to.
I'll let one of you three, your choice, roll me a persuasion check.
Well,
Oh,
let's see. Hold 1 second. So the original amount was 350 each. Is that right?
yes, I believe so, yeah.
And then how much? Like we had talked about this dragon heart too.
Yes, that's another matter.
And because yes, we have that. I don't know if we want to use it as leverage to get our contract asking price as well
I
as.
just take it to a different buyer. I don't really care about sustaining this relationship. We went there, trying to establish trust, bringing back the adamantine that they thought they had lost.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like we did a lot of legwork and investment in constructing this relationship, and to remotely renege on a contract and then say that you have every right to do so is pretty chicken shit behavior.
Kaladek is like, he's like, if you have issue with the way that Mr. Primewater conducts his business, I suggest you take that up with him when he returns to town. Until such a time, I am prepared to pay you the amount that you were informed, the adjusted amount, and then we can discuss asking price for the dragon's heart if you have it on you.
Okay. I'll throw my thumb handprint on something that says that we were given our 250, but reserve the right to challenge for the 350.
Huh, okay. I mean, Kaladek isn't gonna, you get the sense he's not gonna budge on the 250 short of a persuasion roll. Those are the terms that he lays out.
Using an inspiration.
Okay, we're down to 3 to start with?
Yeah, I don't know, we generate
Yep. No, we start at 4
Wow.
every session.
Wait,
so.
sorry, that was perception. Persuasion. The right button. There we go.
Okay.
I mean, barely.
He's like, Gellin isn't here to make these sorts of decisions, and I do understand the importance of making sure that our hired help remains invested in this working relationship. He's like, I can do 300 a head. That extra 50 is from my personal coffers. I cannot do more than that.
I don't want your money. I want Kelodex or Prime Water's money.
Well, then that is a matter. Then you take the 250,
Yeah.
and you and with my support, we can confront him when he returns to Saltmarsh.
How close to Terpsichore am I sitting?
Well, that's up to you.
I think I'm standing with my arms
sitting-
crossed.
You feel like a scuffle under the table as I attempt to kick you in the shin, but my legs are too short.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Okay. All
I
right.
guess would be like discussing with my compatriots. I would probably say I guess I'm okay with 300.
It seems very reasonable. Not to be rude, sir, but I'm trying to understand, what is your relationship with Prime Water? Are you his employee, his advisor, his...
Prime Water and I work together. I'm a bit of a contracted help in the way that you are. I command a special position here in the city of Saltmarsh. If anyone is interested in finding items of magical import, I am the one they go through. I have connections
You're a
out.
doper.
Correct. A good way to put it. I have connections outside of the city that I can leverage to get a hold of such things. That ring of jumping, I believe, was purchased by one of you. That came from me. And that came from a contact that I had. He goes, so, technically, in matters of, if you want to get legal about it, I work for Prime Water. But his operation has come to rely on me. He's like, that messenger's bag that you have acquired, which you got from the Emerald Isle in the lighthouse, he's like, the whole situation with the lighthouse is only made possible. So, okay. Way back, out of character.
This is Quizzy.
Oh, got it! Quizzy's like, what? Okay,
Sorry.
alright, yep. He's like, the lighthouse. The cave underneath the lighthouse. You found the remains
No,
of...
I had this for a long time.
That's where you got it. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Anyway, he's like, there are certain aspects of Gellin's operation that would be impossible without my assistance, and he knows this. So while he does pay me and I am working for him, he understands the importance of keeping me satisfied with the partnership.
Where is he?
Gellin unfortunately had business to see to in the city of Seaton, which is 6 days north. 6 days east. He has to crank his head to the side and look at the map again.
Do you know when he's expected
Do you know
back?
when he'll be back?
He left a few days ago. I would imagine he would be back within a 10-day, but business in Seaton, with him trying to set up new contacts and new buyers after our situation at Dunwater fell through, it could be longer.
What's the situation in Dunwater?
We were informed by the Yuan-ti at the Dunwater commune that they had no more use for business with Prime Water. We were told that this was non-negotiable. I don't know what led to this, and Gellin made multiple efforts to send others to Dunwater to try and reestablish trade. It has been a very profitable relationship up to this point, and to suddenly lose it without warning was concerning. Our first ambassadors that we sent were unsuccessful, and Gellin, when he left for Seaton a few days ago, he sent another one of his more trusted individuals to go and see to the matter. She has not yet returned. I don't know how her business is going.
In your letter, you spoke of another contract. Is that this, or is there something else you had in mind?
Well, yes, this one comes from me and not from Gellin. I worry over Xendros' fate. Xendros is the ambassador that was sent the second time to Dunwater. The Yuan-ti have never shown themselves to be hostile, but I do know that there was some measure of political unrest there some while ago, and I worry that things may have gotten worse, conditions may have gotten worse. I don't want to send a hit squad, though, and I have concern that, well, rat catchers as yourselves, who delve into dungeons and clean out what is in there, I worry that...
Determined adventurer.
Very well. I worry that folk of spell and sword as yourselves might be too heavy a hand. So while the contract is there, I am reticent to offer it immediately until we know a little bit more about maybe what's going on.
And who are the folks that were sent before? Were they also folks of spell and sword, as you say, or diplomats?
They were, well, neither, if you want my opinion on the matter. They were people who found themselves without work as brokers and in-between people in the operation who helped facilitate the shipment of goods between Dunwater and Saltmarsh. And then once that trade was ended, they found themselves without a job, and so Gellin thought it appropriate, since they were at least familiar with the Yuan-ti to some degree, to go and see what they could do. Xendros was chosen because she has other talents. You could say that she is of spell and sword, to use the parlance we have landed on. Regardless, you have a dragon's heart, I hope. One that I'm
That we do.
very eager to relieve you of. May I see it?
Thump.
Probably leaks a little acid, too, when it drops out. And he looks at it, he's like, oh my, and he takes it in his hands, and he's like, this is... Well, sadly, it's a little smaller than I had hoped, but still remarkable. I'm willing to offer you 500 gold pieces for this.
I look to Terpsichore because I don't know the going rate for Dragonheart.
Yeah.
I mean, he lives out of town in like a Rambler style home. He's not in Prime Water's mansion, so I don't know that he's got the. But he's also got like magical trade. Like maybe maybe we could use this as an investment in our developing friendship for some sort of discount, or put it towards some magical trade. Your speciality.
He's like, you're offering me this and not asking for coin in return, but instead you want some measure of preferential treatment in the acquisition of magical items.
I think so.
Hmm.
That's my idea. But if someone else wants cash up front, then speak up.
Money, please. I'm sorry.
He's like,
Um,
oh, go ahead.
I don't know. I don't really hold a horse in this race, so you do whatever you feel is right, Terpsichore.
Roswin already has more money than she's ever had in her entire life. So she's cool with either approach.
I think we should fill up the
glancing over at
relationship
her,
meter.
you get the feeling like she's like,
I think we should fill up the relationship meter. Yeah, I don't know. That's just my My thoughts. Yeah. I mean, if we're willing to help you acquire this, maybe you can help us develop some magical equipment of our own. Giving you the parts, you help us construct it, that sort of thing.
He's like, I am intrigued. He's like, I do like the idea of having a group who's capable of acquiring such things and not having to go through Gellin for it. He's like, that does give me some level of autonomy in case things go south and the operation can't stand on its own 2 feet again. Very well. He's like, I would offer you 500 gold for this up front, but you choose not to accept that. I would... Yeah. I think that if you continue to bring things like this to me, we can look at a 2% discount on trade of magical nature.
Say 2%.
Mm-hmm. He sure did.
Been a while since I've been on Shark Tank too.
You did
How
say that
about-
this, would be an in-demand item.
I said I have a buyer, and that is still true.
Well, then why are we going through a middleman? Surely we could find a buyer on our own, especially if we're out in the field.
By all means, if you think you can, go ahead and take it. I think someone acquiring a
I'm
dragon's
I'm
heart
trying to
and...
build something here. Yeah, I'm trying to build something here with you.
Mhm.
But
No,
you're
but-
also trying to build something with him by threatening to go to another buyer. That,
That's not a threat.
like,
That's a promise.
Sir Caladex.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
if instead of assigning a numerical value to this heart, we do a favor for you, give you this heart,
Mhm.
you owe us a favor.
I don't trade in uncertainties. I don't like being held at the whim of anyone else. I would rather
weren't
we
you
reach...
the one arguing for the right to be able to amend contracts after they'd been signed?
Those are contracts that
That's
are...
a lot of
Prime
uncertainty,
Water.
That's
too.
Gellin Prime Water's concern, not mine. I am merely
But
the messenger
You're
in
the
that
one
regard.
enforcing it.
Such is the
Not
nature of the
forcing it,
position
he
I
doesn't
find
have the
myself in.
cash.
Also
let's,
that.
Let's just take the money then.
Yeah, maybe we
How's-
should just take the money.
He's like, I'll tell you what I can do. In addition to the acquisition and sale of magical items, if you find things in your possession that you wish to get rid of and you want to find a buyer for them, I'm the one you go through. There's no one else in Saltmarsh who has the coin or the know-how to appropriately appraise magical items. He's like, but that's not where the end of my services... That's not the end of my services. Something that I provide to Gellin's select few and those who have earned my trust is the ability to take the magical enchantments of one item and transpose them onto another.
There it is. Okay.
I'm willing to do this service for you. It still costs gold and time and resources of its own, and it has its limitations, but it is a service that I'm willing to provide in exchange for this heart.
The service in 200.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Mhm. Dang.
Ooh. He's like, very well. That service going forward, and 200 gold.
Shake on it.
You all get 200 gold? Well, you don't all get it. You get 200 to split.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what, 40 each?
40.
Yeah.
Yep. So 340 each? Is that what it eventually came down to?
290 each.
Yeah. Gellin is the one
Oh.
holding the last 100.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we accepted the 300. Okay, never mind. 290.
Mm-hmm. Says, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I
Likewise.
believe that this will be a resourceful and fruitful relationship.
Let's. Yeah.
As I said, Gellin is otherwise indisposed for the time being. The ship with which you first arrived in Saltmarsh some weeks ago is also out on other jobs. He's like, things have been quiet lately. I suggest that you take...
It's actually been like 8 days.
Right. That's true, I guess,
Went
yeah.
into the
Less than a
left for the
10-day.
mine.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's months to us, it's days to them. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The ship that you arrived in less than a 10-day ago is out on other business. I suggest that you take time to relax and enjoy the coin you just made before other business might cross your paths.
Do you have a showroom or a current catalog?
I have some items currently in my disposal that I'm willing to part with. If that's what you were asking. And actually, that'll just segue us into downtime, because buying magical items is part of downtime. Cool. So
before we go straight to downtime,
yeah.
I do have a question for Kaladek.
Certainly.
I'll just like well, maybe we'll cover it like during downtime. I'll
sure.
like come back to him and
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all have a 10-day of downtime. You can complete one downtime activity apiece. I'm going to share with you the downtime sheet. A lot of this should look like it did the last time we looked at it. Granted, that was a while ago. Mm-hmm. But there's, at the very top is magic items with Kaladek. The ones under buying is what he currently has available, and the going prices for those. And then if you're selling something, based on the rarity of what it is, that's how much he'll pay for it. And then underneath that is the combining of magic items, which is a new thing. So they have to be 2 items of equal rarity. The resultant item is 1 rarity greater than the ones that you used. And whether or not either of those required attunement, the resultant item will require attunement. Okay. And it costs a certain amount of gold based on the rarity of the items being combined. So let's say you have a ring and a sword and you want them to do the same. You want both magic effects on one item. You can choose whether they go on the ring or on the sword. It will be 1 rarity greater than what it started, and it will require attunement. Cool. Otherwise, the other downtime activities are still available. Those are all below that. Carousing, research, employment, and mercenary work.
What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get a sort of job. So this is under the work, I guess.
Sure.
I don't know if it's employment with a council member or whatnot, but I want to start working out in the kitchen because I like snacks and I want to learn how to snack.
Okay.
And make snacks.
You want to learn how to snack?
I want to learn how to snack the best way I can.
I like that, and instead of employment with a council member, we can treat it as like employment at the Snapping Line, which is the most popular tavern of the 3.
Yeah.
So it's most likely to provide you with work. Yeah. I don't think we need a test for... Yeah, we don't need a test for work. You'll get 2d10 GP at the end of the 10-day. Okay. And rather than a good standing with a counselor in question, we'll just say that you have a good standing at the Snapping Line. And so then anytime you do carousing or anything like that at the Snapping Line in the future, we can increase the effectiveness of that.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. So you can go ahead and roll 2d10.
Sure. Yeah,
nice.
7. 7 whole gold.
And then why don't you go ahead and roll a d10 for me, and if you roll a 1, we get a complication.
Sure. Let's do that now. Come on, 1. Oh.
There we go. Okay. So that's Quizzy's 10-day.
Okay. I'm going to do some shoppering.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sell... does anyone want the ingot of the Dode Rune? The death save eating magic item?
I think I currently have it.
But...
You do? Oh, yeah. Really?
Ian grabbed it right before the dragon fight.
You still want it?
I'm looking at it right now to remind myself of what I want.
It eats a save and auto-reses you.
Yeah.
Like it permanently eats a death save.
Yeah.
And it's the necrotic bomb thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Simple solution.
No,
don't
I'm
die.
not attached to it. You can sell it.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna sell that for
Okay.
12,000.
Okay.
And
Oh,
sorry, there's a lot of
1,000.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's rare.
Selling items. It's very rare.
Oh,
it's
oh!
very rare.
Woof.
Oh my god.
All right.
And then I'd like to buy the +1 spear and combine it, so that should be adding 2 uncommon items. So that's 600. So it's net 11,009.
Okay.
This will take a while to go through like the list of all the stuff we've got.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Why don't you? Okay. Yeah.
I'll put okay. Let me write down what I think we should flag for sale.
That works for
Be
me.
right back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. That's the story.
Okay. Who would like to do downtime next?
Kara, I think, is just going to get some work on a fishing boat.
All right. Yeah, sure. So Ida Oland, one of the council members, finds you work on a fishing boat. Go ahead and roll your 2d10 for me, and then roll a 1d10 for complication.
2d10.
5 gold.
You said a d10 for the complication?
Yeah, and if you roll a 1, because it's a 10% chance. Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Roll a d6. 3. A coworker with ties to an important family in town takes a dislike to you.
Sounds about right.
So you're working with Ida Oland to get this job, and Ida is one of the traditionalists on the council. She is opposed to the royal not occupation, but the royal presence to the crown, kind of leveraging more of its influence. Over Saltmarsh. And on that fishing boat, because of the nature of the nature of the waters around Saltmarsh in the last 10 day, things have gotten worse. Pirate activity has gone up. And so a number of regular fishermen have now kind of swayed their opinions. There are fewer people interested in Saltmarsh staying independent, and there are more people interested in the crown coming in and taking care of this pirate problem. And so because you got a job through Ida, someone on this ship doesn't like that you're here taking coin when you're working with someone who's they think their interests are not in the safety and security of Saltmarsh going forward. And let's pick a family. What family? The Solmore family. I'll write that in chat for you. You earn the dislike of, and let me get a name, of Kadzin Solmore.
Of course, a guy with a name like that would be...
Kadzin is the... he would be the cousin of Anders Solmore, who is another council member, just like Ida, who got you that job. Anders he's the one in Saltmarsh who's known for kind of being a wild card or a neutral. He kind of votes on a whim. He doesn't tend to favor traditionalists or loyalists. He kind of just goes with whatever he's feeling. Kadzin is his cousin, and Kadzin doesn't like you. So...
Okay.
Who next?
I'll go.
Sure.
So I think most of what Rosman is going to do is, to the extent that one can do this in a city like Saltmarsh, I'm gonna blow a little bit of my money just living nicely.
Oh, sure.
For the first time in Rosman's life.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell me how much that would cost me. But essentially, I'm just gonna live a very comfortable 10-day and eat good food, drink wine, and kind of just relax. But I am gonna also do, that's like most of what I'm doing. But I also want to do a little bit of research.
Okay, sure. While I look up the cost of living stuff, why don't you let me know what you're researching?
Sure, and I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm going to do some research into my condition.
Ooh.
Which all I know is that it's called veil sickness, and that it's something I've dealt with my entire life. My parents didn't really tell me much about it, other than that they kind of put me in a protective bubble for most of my youth, and that there's ghosts, like a ghostly presence that just haunts me
Right.
at all times.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead? And there is no roll for that. Okay. Yeah, so you work with Craig, the Undertaker, who we learned the last time you did downtime. Kara worked with Craig because Craig is paid by Eleander Fireborn, one of the council members, one who is a little suspicious of you all and of the Devilry, the ship, but that was the last that you interacted with him. Craig is paid by Eleander to keep his library. Eleander has the largest library out of anybody in Saltmarsh. And so if anybody wants to learn anything beyond just like what the fishermen know, they go to Eleander and they try to get use out of his library. So you help Craig with organizing things and keeping track of stuff and all that over the course of that 10-day. And in the process, you were given access to the books free of charge. And it is difficult to find anything super concrete, but you do, knowing that veil sickness is kind of like this term, and also knowing what you learned about the ancient dwarvish practices that you learned from Khundrukar and how they were working, dealing with magics and stuff to try and preserve their souls and spirits in the afterlife. You know that there's potentially a connection there, and you're able to find out that veil sickness is something that has primarily affected dwarves, and there are records of it going back way back. And this, you're finding this out from a human book, because a lot of the dwarven records have been lost to time. And not only is it primarily in dwarves, but it's also primarily experienced by dwarves in this area. Khundrukar is listed in the book as a place where research was being done to try and figure out what is going on with that and what can be done about it. But it lists a dwarven name of someone who... Let me get a surname here. It lists a dwarven researcher who, in the last 50 years, so much more recently, had kind of devoted his career to figuring out the details of veil sickness. And this dwarven researcher goes by the name of Glim Flintfist.
Glim Flintfist.
Yes.
Okay.
And because it's so recent, within the last 50 years, and because it's kind of localized in this area, that gives you a little bit of hope that maybe this guy's alive and you have the opportunity to meet up with him. Or at the very least, find out what he learned.
Awesome. That's great.
Go ahead and roll a d10 for me, please. Let's see if you get a research complication.
Nope.
No. Okay. All right. Ian?
I was also going to do research.
Hell yeah.
So maybe I tagged along with Roswin. But like a good academy graduate, I'm going to do my homework. And because Kaladek was talking about this group of Yuan-ti, I'm going to do research into anything I can find about customs in particular, anything that might cause offense if I do that, those kind of things. Things that
we could
are...
ask our...
Things you can ask your Yuan-ti partner.
Why would I know what they do?
So you're like in the library and you're just like shouting over to me in like another corner of the library.
Yeah. I'm like, is this actually true?
Yeah.
Did they just make this up?
Okay. So what you learn about Yuan-ti is that traditionally, Yuan-ti, their culture is focused around, or rather kind of built on this reverence of snakes. This idea that everybody has their own like ideas of what the ancient, gods or whatever of Arthas were like. The dwarves have their version that you read in Khundrukar. The Yuan-ti believe that that snakes are important to that. That's a big part of their religion. And again, traditionally, modern Yuan-ti, maybe not so much. Probably gotten away from those beliefs a little bit. But you also know that there is this... They're much more open with the use of magic, specifically enchantment, than any other culture. Like, mind control stuff is not as much of a faux pas to Yuan-ti because, first of all, a lot of them can just do it. And second of all, Yuan-ti are largely pretty resistant to such things. And so it is not uncommon for them to leverage that, especially when dealing with people who are not Yuan-ti. And so that kind of clues you into something that you may want to be aware of, at least, if you end up going to Dunwater and dealing with them.
Good to know.
Mhm.
Did anything mention how they feel about dragons? Just asking for a friend.
They're
There's-
like snakes.
Yeah, it's probably similar.
Close enough.
It's probably not like a complete reverence, but it's more of like a respect, towards dragons and worms and that sort of thing. So,
That's what the first like mythological dragons were like.
right.
Big snakes.
Yeah.
So probably a lot of overlap.
Go ahead and roll me a
Dragons?
d10, Ian. What's that, Justin?
Are dragons cold-blooded?
That is a great question. I would say
That is a good question.
no.
Probably not.
Yeah, given like the amount of activity and stuff that they tend to like, I think they'd have to be warm-blooded.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like,
that's
how
what I
could
would
you have a
think, too.
cold-blooded ice dragon unless it's just like
Yeah, it would just be inert.
I don't know. It was
Yeah.
like, which component of its bestiary takes priority, like being
Right.
reptilian or being
Yeah.
magical snow monster? I guess the magical snow monster.
Probably
is the
that,
important
yeah.
part,
Okay, so that's everyone's downtime. We only had the one complication so far. And actually, I don't think dealing with magic items... Yeah, there's no complications involved in that one, so...
I wanted to see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if what's it called? Not Zanzibar, but the book that the
Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Yes, Xanathar.
It might. I can take a look. Did you roll? Oh, it looks
I
like you
didn't roll one anyway. I rolled a 4.
Got it. Okay. All right. Do you have all of the list of how you want to deal with these items sorted out to talk to everybody with?
So, how wild can the combinations get?
It's
able to
2
combine.
items, and they have to
Yeah.
be equal rarity.
Yeah, so like, okay, if I combine the Eyes of Minute Seeing and the Ever Smoking Bottle, that's 2 wondrous items.
Oh,
2
sorry.
uncommon items.
Well, no, the ever smoking bottle is not consumable, is it? Like it doesn't
No,
have charges. Okay.
It ever smokes.
Yeah. That's interesting. Could you?
Well,
I don't-
because like
Yeah,
you
I don't
can
know if
keep
those could work.
combining rarities, and it becomes significantly more profitable to keep combining items and sell.
Right. I don't think you
pay
could.
out. Like I have my non-degenerate merchant list,
Which I appreciate. I would request that we go with that.
Yeah, I was like, if I combine the eyes and then the flail and then turn that into a very rare item that just does garbage, and then sell that, that's still like.
Well, let me
however
be
many
clear.
thousands of yeah.
He can only do one combination per downtime.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Got it.
I imagine, because otherwise it got
Yeah.
like exponential. The stuff that you could.
And I would go so far as to even say he can only, like, buying is one thing because he has those items. He's happy to give them up, But as far as selling and combining, I would say he can probably only do one of each of those per downtime.
I just wanted the spears combined. I don't know how complicated. Like, turn the adamantine spear into a +1 adamantine spear, which doesn't exist. But
I don't think
that's the only combination.
I don't think adamantine spear is a magic weapon, is it? I think it's just a.
I think. Well, I don't know.
Let me look it up.
I think it is.
If it is or it isn't, the stuff that I marked for sale, the scroll of armor of Agathis is 75 gold as a consumable. The bracers of heavy-handedness 150. The ingot 12.5, and then the ruby, which is only common apparently, for 35. So, if the spear, if I can combine the spear stuff, that's profit of 12,310. If not, 12,910 from selling. Much of it comes from the ingot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, like, by making the tiers, the higher tier value, so much more valuable, and being able to combine them to get more higher tier stuff is risks degeneracy with another player.
It does. I see that.
It's broken.
These are numbers. These are numbers taken from the book. So I just was like, okay, yeah, let's do that. But then, of course, I threw a very rare item at you.
Combining it is the dangerous part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So item. I'll add another stipulation to this then. Items that he combines, he cannot sell. Like, you cannot sell them through
That's
him.
legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that also means like we're only combining stuff that we actually want to hold on to and use, and not
Correct.
just break the economy.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Glad we reached that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just with the stuff in inventory. Once we start coming back with rarer and rarer stuff, it would be...
It'd be even worse, yeah.
Yeah, so if he can combine the spear, 12,310. If he can't, then 12,000.
I'm going to say he can't... I'm going to say an adamantine spear is not magic, so he can't combine it.
Okay. Bummer. Yeah. All right. I'll buy the +1 spear anyway. So let's call it 12,610.
Okay.
Split by 5.
And then were you gonna did you want to combine anything else for your own personal use or no?
Nothing really. Nothing left out to me. I'm the one here, I guess. So we have someone on this, like, worker placement space.
Right.
Something combined. Yeah. Let me know.
I wouldn't.
Otherwise. Yeah.
I wouldn't hate combining my Moon Touch short sword with my +1 rapier, since I'm not going to use both at the same time.
Yeah, I can do that. They're both uncommon, I think.
Let me check. I'm not sure, actually. Moon Touch short sword is common. +1 rapier.
So we would have to combine another
uncommon.
common item with the Moon Touch, and then 10 days later.
And then in the
combine it with
future,
the
yeah.
+1. Yeah.
Okay.
We
But-
can combine it with the mystery key, so it's a mystery key.
Consumable items cannot be combined.
Yeah, yeah.
Consumables can't be combined.
Yeah,
It's only
consumables can't.
consumable if it works.
Who came up with this system?
Oh, I did.
You said it's from the. Oh, it's from the.
This
book?
this is me. I was just like, okay, they have a lot of magic items. Let's see what we can do to maybe solve that problem.
That's cool.
The numbers about buying and selling is all from the Saltmarsh book, though.
Cool. Can we just say that, like, we put some time into combining the different rarities, because otherwise this might take like too long to get any sort of payout.
For what do you mean? I'm sorry. What do you mean?
What if...
Because we would need to right now combine 2 common items and then combine the now uncommon item with her other uncommon item, which would turn it, yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're basically asking if we can skip a step.
I guess.
Right.
Mostly because
Kinda.
doing it, yeah. making a +1 moonlight sword is like not.
It's not that big a deal. I get it. I'll say in this
Or could cash speed it up, maybe.
yeah for this specific instance,
Yeah.
if that is what you want to do is the +1 and the moon touched, I'll let you I'll let you pay double to just skip that step and have them and combine those even though they're separate rarities.
600 then.
Yeah. But that's not something that
Actually-
I'll do, in the future. So
Sure.
We can take that out of my share of the 12 grand.
I mean, we're doing that because you.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Okay, so are we
Yeah,
doing
so everyone
that?
gets 2462. Sorry.
woof.
2462.
Wow.
Jesus.
Or wait, no, I'm sorry. That was the after combination. Well, whatever.
I'm gonna make a note. Don't give very rare items anymore.
Or just make them.
Or just make them really good. I thought that
hold on to.
I thought that rune, that ingot, was fucking fire. And when you guys we sell it, I'm like, oh.
It was very tempting. It's the fact that it requires attunement, but only triggers when you're basically dead.
Sure.
That's
Made it a difficult sell for me.
And I did after you guys got it, I was like, oh, the higher level they get, the less exciting this is gonna be because it's gonna be harder and harder for them to hit zero. Other than Maxine, it's gonna be harder and harder for them to hit 0
except for
HP.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for me, who's gonna end the campaign at 20 HP. So we got 24, whatever you said,
sorry,
and then
that
I'm
was,
gonna pay 600.
That was factoring the 600 into the total. That was all of us contributing to it.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Well, you can.
Everyone's cool with it.
Yep.
Sure. Expedience.
I'm cool
yeah,
with that.
Let's just. Yeah.
Right.
All right. So I now have a +1 moon touch short sword.
Nice. Do you need me to make an item for that in Roll20, or are you?
No, I'll just
Okay.
get it.
Okay.
I got it.
All right. I think we'll take our break there now. Then with downtime finished, and we'll get back in 15-ish minutes, everybody. So sit tight, and we'll see you then to continue the game. Bye. Almost got that on. You said that before I unmuted, unfortunately. All right, we are back. We have completed our downtime. So, what's happening now? Let's figure this out. Okay. Towards the end of your 10-day, of your downtime, the Devilry returns, captained by none other than, what's her name? Gosh, it's been so long. What are these characters called? I know this. Isabel. And the crew that you all came to know in the first leg of this adventure, they returned to Saltmarsh, completed with their job, and they're all enjoying some R&R, mostly staying at the snapping line. So, Quizzy, you probably see them from time to time as you're finishing up your work there.
Nice.
But also of note is that you all start to hear rumblings throughout town, word of, Xendros is back. That envoy that Gellin had sent to Dunwater has returned. And what you don't hear that, she's back. What you hear is that she's causing trouble in the Wicker Goat, which is another tavern. So there's the Snapping Line, which is like the most popular one, the biggest one. There's the Empty Net, which is where all like the seedy people go to. It's more rough and tumble. There's a lot more bar fights. It's right on the coast, so if someone's being a troublemaker, the bouncer will just throw them out into the harbor. And then there's the Wicker Goat, which is close to the city gate, and it's primarily used by a lot of the laborers and a lot of the dwarven miners, because it's right by the mining headquarters. So they all visit the Wicker Goat. But anyway, Xendros has returned, and she's gone to the Wicker Goat, and she's causing a bit of a stir there, such that she gets thrown out. Yeah. No sign of Gellin at this point, by the end of your 10-day. What are you all doing?
I assume we meet up somewhere.
Are we depending on the Devilry to take us to Dunwater? I guess we don't actually know where we're going.
True. If you want to go to
heavily indicated
right.
what's happening.
If you want to go to Dunwater, you can go over land. There's no road to Dunwater, so you'd be traveling through the swamp.
Also, it's a 6-day walk.
Yes.
6 days.
Seaton. Yeah, Seaton was. Yeah.
Yeah, Seaton.
Dunwater, it's closer than Seaton, but it's through the swamp, and like I said, there's no road, so it would be harder going over land, but you could do it.
Okay.
I guess first I want to know from Keladek what was the result of the Xendros.
Sure.
The result of the expedition to Dunwater.
So you go back to Keladek to find that out, Simon?
Yes.
Okay. Before I do that, Case, you had said something, but I heard Ian over you.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay. Great. Perfect.
Obviously, it was super important.
Yeah. So, Simon, you go back to visit Keladek, and he invites you in. And he's sitting at a pretty lavish writing desk in his study, and his imp is perched on the top of his desk. And he's like, so you've heard Xendros has returned as well. He's like, I sent Zivmal here to go and keep watch and to find out what's going on, because she hasn't come back to me yet. And he's like, according to Zivmal, Xendros is trying to recruit people. Apparently she made a breakthrough with the Yuan-ti and is trying to find help for something. He's like, if you're willing to go and find out what she learns for me, she doesn't like to talk to Zivmal, and I don't like to leave the tower. He's like, I would be much appreciated.
Sure, I'm sure I can do that. Is there a reason why she wouldn't, that you know of, why she wouldn't come back to you? That's like, does that fit her personality?
Well, I don't know her too well, but what I do know is that when I came to town, she was struggling to set up a magic item trade of her own. So I feel there may be some personal hard feelings in me sort of pushing her out of business. It wasn't intentional, of course. I had to bear her no ill will, but I set up shop, and well, those interested came to me, and she ended up folding her business and just tossing herself in with Gellin as one of his assistants. But as I said, I didn't do this on purpose. It was an unfortunate side effect of me just doing what I do.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can find out, and if I find out anything noteworthy, let you know.
Great, thank you. And even well, let's just a moment. Let's not hang the follow-up on noteworthy. I would like to know how everything went at Dunwater, noteworthy or not.
Well, the reason I'm leaving it up in the air is because I am not an island unto myself. I need to talk to the rest of my group and see whether they're willing to look into this or if there's more pressing matters we need to do.
I see. Very well.
But either way, I'll let you know what we decide.
Appreciate it.
So I will join up everyone else and let them know what the conversation was.
Okay.
Where do we meet up?
Yeah.
Probably, I would say.
Making treats.
I would say probably at the snapping line since Quizzy's working there. You probably
Yeah.
go and find him on his break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he get us a discount, Quizzy? Employee discount.
The snapping line is a large tavern. It has a big common room, like a 2-floor common room. So there's a mezzanine on the inside and everything. The bar is in the middle, and there's hearths, lit fires all over, along the walls, the exterior walls. Plenty of space, and it's almost always busy. And yeah, that's where you find Quizzies in this loud, full tavern common room.
Well, do we want to look into this Xendros thing, or not?
Sorry. Did he offer a job? Or what?
No, there was not really talk of a job. It was more. I feel like this is something that might lead to a job, but there wasn't really any talk of remuneration.
I'm cool with that.
I don't see why we would withhold information. My bigger question is, Quizzy, why are you working at a tavern when we just made bank?
He was 7 gold shy of what he wanted.
It took me a week or whatever
That's true,
to work out
yeah.
all the deals. So,
That's true.
that's what
You
everyone
can
was
quit your
doing.
Maybe-
job now, Quizzy.
Maybe that's this. Maybe now is when
No,
Terpsichore
no,
is
no.
giving the
Not
gold.
just split up the
Yeah.
money.
No, I really
I
want to
do
figure
have
out
a
how to
big
make
new
these
hat.
appetizers over here. They got the shrimp with this weird sauce. It looks really cool. I'm still bad at it, but I'm helping out. One day, I'll get this down.
It's more about getting the recipes than the pay. I mean, it sounds like it's just a conversation. I'm sure it won't be any more complicated than that.
Oh yeah, nothing is ever any more complicated than that with us.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I
if
see
you want to do something, let's do something.
Yeah.
We can
You're
go
quitting
drink
your
with the
job?
Whipper Goat too.
Before we go, there's one thing I've been wanting to talk to y'all about. Like, are we all in agreement that Prime Water sucks and we can't do any more jobs for Prime Water, or is that just me? Like, I'm fine working with Kelladec, but Prime Water seems really
So
I seem to
wishy-washy.
remember Kelladec. Isn't Kelladec the one who wanted to do all the smuggling and sort of crime stuff?
I thought
Uh,
that was Prime Water.
Gellin
but-
Prime Water is the one who leads the smuggling ring.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Kelladec
okay.
works
Because and he's
for him.
funneling weapons to Yuan-ti, which wrote to, as he described it, said they were facing like an existential threat, and now they're
Yes.
saying they no longer need weapons supplied by him.
Correct.
So something has either soured the relationship or caused Yuan-ti to stop reporting that they need weapons.
Yes.
my take on it is I have no issue with the money, but anybody who proves themselves untrustworthy enough to alter a contract after it's already been signed and agreed on, that's just not cool. I'm all about building trust, and that is kind of the opposite of building trust.
Hmm.
So we're robbing the Prime Water Mansion.
I'm not sure if I like.
I'm not sure if I'd go that far.
Yeah, and I'm not
Oh,
saying we.
okay. Okay.
I'm not saying
okay.
we can't take any jobs, but I'm just wary of like. It seems like he wants us to be his little minions, and I don't think we want to tie ourselves to one person, like one untrustworthy person like that. I guess.
Okay.
We're probably like the second richest people.
Could start our own.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you rob Prime Water Mansion, and the headlines the next day would be like, "World's wealthiest
Formerly known as
thieves
Prime Water. Yeah.
steal from old man."
Steal from helpless old man.
I'm more interested in his mission than cultivating a relationship with him, since he seemed to, pretty reluctant to, once he realized that we brought the adamantine back, it didn't seem like that actually bought much goodwill from him.
Mm-hmm.
Or that, he actually
Yeah,
trusting
I feel
us
like
as partners.
not
Yeah.
to say Kelladec is like altruistic or anything like that, but maybe he might be more reasonable to work for. I don't know.
I've spent like the last week with Kelladec, finding buyers for the stuff that we brought back. So I think he's more upfront, maybe less of an ideologue, but still, at least we can count on him for what he says he'll do, it seems.
He also seems to be more in the know. So.
Well, we've talked to Prime Water like once in Kelladec, 3 times. I don't know.
Well, Kelladec works for that Eleander person, right? Maybe he's got jobs.
No.
Kelladec so that is another thing too, though. Like, you do know that if you are looking for work, you can talk to any of the council members, and it is likely that they might have something for you. But Kelladec specifically works for Gellin.
Oh, he works for. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to Dunwater under the auspices.
Oh, I was thinking of the librarian guy.
Yes, that's Eleander.
Yeah, I was thinking of okay.
It sounded like Kelladec would sponsor us to go to Dunwater, but that was to find out what happened to Xendros. So I guess we need to find out what happened to Xendros.
Well,
Let's
Xendros
go
is
find
here, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sounds like we need to.
who were the
do
two
that
two
first.
people, 2 assistants? It was Xendros and
It was just Xendros sent this last time.
oh, got it. Okay.
And it was a bunch of yahoos last time.
Yeah. I have names for them. I did not say them in the...
Oh,
Sir not appearing in this film.
okay. So Wicker Goat is where the action is at the moment.
Well, she got kicked out of the Wicker Goat. Now she's at the Empty Net.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
okay.
that's where I have my haunt or whatever.
Oh, right.
All right.
Or like I made
no.
friends with the other regulars there.
Oh, I need to feed my
Hello.
my donkey.
Your donkey,
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, and lodge him as well. So I'll figure that out.
Sure.
Sorry.
It's fine. So you arrive at the empty net, and Xendros is there and she's sitting at a table. There's like 6 dwarves with her and a couple of humans. They're all hanging out, and she's talking to some other people and basically trying to sell them on something. Like, you walk in and you get the sense that she's like, they need help. They're willing to pay. I need as many people as I can get. If you're willing to put in hard labor, they need the help. And these 2 guys are there. They look like they're fishermen, and they're like, well, I don't know. It sounds better than working on the water right now, what with the pirates, but it's also like, it's way out in the swamp. We don't really want to go there. And she's like, you think about it. You take the night and think about it. She's like, but tomorrow, I told them I'd return with as many as I can tomorrow. And so if you're willing to put in work for some gold, then come with me tomorrow. Yeah, and they're like, all
What's
right.
the story with the pirates? The pirates are still active?
Yeah, activity has increased over the last, I guess,
okay.
20 days now.
We haven't been on the water in weeks, so I guess
True.
we haven't noticed. Okay.
So then those 2 guys are like, okay, yeah, and they walk off and they go get a table on their own and kind of talk it over. And Xendros sees you all come in. And
I want to catch them as they're walking away.
Yeah,
from the-
okay, yeah.
If you've been inland, there's like pirates are one thing, but inland, I'll start telling about like all the monsters.
Yeah.
You got dragons and trolls, and, bands of orc marauders, and it's just chaos.
Dragons and trolls
And they're like-
work so
Like
much.
I'm thinking of taking the job, but I'd much rather be out on the water.
they're like,
At
really?
least there.
Wait, sorry, dragons and troll, just all in the swamp? Like, that's where this is.
Yeah, it seems like they have like a vertical integrated something. Yeah, I don't know. They're just
Roll me.
yeah, man, it's yeah.
It's not deception. I think roll me a persuasion
It's not?
check. Well, I mean, let me. Are you
know.
trying? Because you're using the experiences that you had. I guess saying that they're likely to run into it all in the swamp might be deception. So I'll say persuasion or deception, your choice. They're probably the
It's
same.
the same
Yeah.
roll. Roll deception to mix things up.
They're like, oh wow. Well, by the machine, we don't want to deal with trolls, let alone a dragon. Yeah, no, thank you, friend. If you think that staying on the sea is better even in these hard times, then that's what we'll do. And one of them's like, "Oh, let me buy you a mead. Let me get you some. Thank you so much for that."
I walk back to the party with the drinks.
And
If
then
those dwarves get killed by pirates, then
I mean,
so Xendros is now there talking with her group that she has assembled, mostly dwarves, a couple of humans. And let's see. Yeah, she would have seen Terpsichore intercept the people she just talked to. And she looks a little concerned. So she'll get up and she'll be like, "Hey," she's like, I'm trying to help people, and now I hope you didn't talk them out of this." She's like,
you're not going to help anyone by throwing the unprepared into the deep end.
And she's like, what they need is laborers. They don't need anyone to fight monsters. She's like, all we need is overland travel is rough and it's dangerous, but with enough of us, we'll be fine. She's like, I made it back on my own fine.
How many people set out?
Just me.
Why don't you? I'll kind of butt into the conversation. Why don't you start from the beginning and tell us what it is that you need help with?
Sure. She's like, well, I was sent to Dunwater at the behest of Mr. Primewater, and I was there to figure out why they're giving him the cold shoulder, and well, I came to learn that they suffered an attack from the sea. Sahagin came in, and part of this raid from the Sahagin was it collapsed a lot of their tunnels in Dunwater. She's like, there's a whole section of their commune that's just inaccessible right now. And before they can do anything about striking back at the Sahagin, they need to clear those tunnels. And they don't have the manpower for it. She's like, so they sent me back here to recruit as many laborers as I can, to bring them out there and help them clear those tunnels, to get back at their, their armory and the places, their storerooms and everything, so that they're better equipped for a retaliatory strike.
As she's
That all
talking,
sounds-
can I try to get a sense of whether she is, see how I want to phrase this,
Mhm.
acting of her own
Resourceful?
accord, or if it seems like there's something having an influence.
Roll me... Yeah, roll... I'll tell you what. I will take any one of 3 checks, and this can be anyone who is dealing with her. I'll take insight, I'll take perception, and I'll take medicine.
Nope.
Woof. We have 3 inspiration currently, by the way.
I'll let other folks handle it.
Okay. So our perception check.
Suppose I can roll something here. Sure, I'll roll a medicine.
Oh,
If
that's a
that
plus
sounds
1 on
better.
inspiration, though. Courtesy of Ian.
Oh, yeah. So we have 4 inspiration currently. 4 out of 5.
There we go. We have another one.
We're at 5 out. We're
Another
maxed
another
out. Congratulations.
We did it.
We did it. Okay. So the perception was... So as far as medicine goes, you see that she has a big plate of food, and she's hungry. But that's really about all that you notice there. And as far as insight goes, you're not sure. You're not getting a good read on her. And for perception, who was that? Kara? As she's talking primarily to Terpsichore, Kara, you notice she's wearing, unlike what she has in her art, she's wearing a long sleeve shirt under her vest. But the sleeves are kind of loose, and as she's talking, you see marks on her wrists, as if her hands were bound at some point recently.
I will let everybody know through our telepathic link.
There you go. If you didn't put through the telepathic link, I'd be like, well, how are you doing that? But yeah, perfect. All right, now, Max, you were saying something. You had something, a response, and Ian also said
God.
that you wanted to step in.
What was I gonna say? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, laborers are good and all, but it sounds like the Sahagin might return.
And she's
And
like,
if that happens, you're gonna need fighters.
if you're offering services as that, she's like, I wasn't sent here to find arms. I was sent here to find people to clear the tunnels. She's like, but I don't know how that. I imagine they would be.
You probably need both.
Sure. I think we just need bodies. But yeah.
With our telepathic link, I think I would be curious to know if Yuan-ti normally have tunnels?
Oh, it's not uncommon.
Are they tunnel people? Okay.
Probably different settlement to settlement.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Are these Dunwater
on the
tunnels,
coast,
or are
it
these
seems
Yuan-ti
weird,
tunnels?
Dunwater is a Yuan-ti.
Oh, the whole town is a
Yeah.
Yuan-ti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the
That was-
coast though, so that's yeah.
It's not.
tunnels
It's well.
and-
Yes, it is on the coast. It's in the swamp. But it is.
also a
Swamp
bad
can be
place to have
coastal
tunnels.
Why can they what? Sorry.
How are they tunneling through the swamp? Is the point?
I mean, I'm. You'll have to get there and find out. I guess.
We're on an island floating in the sky.
Yes.
Like I think we've abandoned
They're not deep
normal-
tunnels. Yeah.
Newtonian physics.
Very true. Yes.
We
Can I
get
make
there and
a-
it's just a bunch of like cardboard boxes. All through.
big refrigerator
The vaulted
boxes.
mud over the top.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Can I make a check to see what I know about Sahagin?
Oh, sure. I'll take history, and anybody can make this check.
Well, what do you know? I'm proficient.
Perfect.
24.
Better
All
than
right.
any roll I could do. So
I'm proficient in history because the ghosts told me about history.
The ghosts told me about
ghost.
fish people.
I mean, literally.
Yep. Oh, look at that, Ian.
From Whispers of the Dead.
Simon got a 22 on history. Okay. Sahagin, you know that they're obviously they're fish people. They are very militaristic. They have a caste structure with warriors, really strong warriors, and priests kind of occupying the higher castes. They will often attack ships around or fishing villages near wherever they are living. And they have their own deities that they worship. Constantly war on any peoples living near their territory. Merfolk and other aquatic folk bear the brunt of these attacks, but Sahagin also hunt air breathers who sail over or swim through waters. They often attack alongside sharks, which they can telepathically command.
Great. I hate it.
Yeah, so that's what you know about Sahagin.
It seems like you're looking for support in this. Is there a reason why you didn't check in with our mutual friend Keladek about your task?
Fuck him. Fuck Keladek.
Any particular reason why?
Yeah, he ran me out of business. She's like, I'll talk to Gellin when Gellin gets back, but until Gellin gets back, I'm not gonna. I don't fucking care about Keladek.
What
What
happened
is
to your
your business?
wrists?
I'm sorry.
What happened to your wrists?
And she immediately grabs her wrists, and she's like, on the way to Dunwater, it was a group of bullywugs captured me, and I had to sneak out. It was a tough going. She's like, that swamp is dangerous, but I found a safe path through.
Yeah, that's if okay, my boy
Insight
was.
check.
Go ahead. Yeah, roll insight.
Yeah, insight.
15 and a 17. You're pretty sure she's making that up.
What is your business anyway? And how did Keladek run you out of your business?
She's like, I was trading magic items. She's like, I had a small collection that I had built up, and there was no one in Saltmarsh who was doing that. She's like, so I set up a shop of my own. She's like, but then, not even, a month later, Keladek comes in and steals all my business.
And when was this?
All this was 3-4 months ago.
Weren't you hired by Keladek to go out to Dun?
I was hired by Gellin.
She was hired by Gillen.
I don't deal with
Really?
Keladek. Gellin sent me the same day that he left. He knows I don't talk to Keladek.
Okay. Keladek doesn't seem to know you don't talk to Keladek.
Well, I don't fucking care what Keladek says or thinks.
By the way, for our audiences, this is mature rated language.
Especially
Indeed.
for this NPC.
Indeed.
You seem awfully eager to get back and help out. Are they? Are you working for them now over there? Are they paying you? I'm just trying to understand the relationship.
They said that if I can get people to come and help them clear their collapsed tunnels, that they would be willing to reopen trade with Saltmarsh. She's like, so this would repair the the connection that Prime Water is so interested in. She's like, they're not
Did you get
paying
that
me.
in writing?
No, I didn't get that in writing. She's like, if you're interested in helping, then come with tomorrow and help. If you, okay, great. She's like, if you have access to a ship, even better. Then we can get there in a third of the time, and not have to worry about those bullywugs. But she's like, otherwise, I don't know why you're so concerned about the details of all this. She's like, it's simple.
Okay,
That's a great question. Do we
there's
still
nothing to
have
worry
access
about.
to a ship?
Well, the Devilry's in town, and that is the ship that you all served on before.
Right.
If we get on that boat, we're gonna have to deal with that crazy pirate captain again.
I mean, that's not
but
not a for sure
they-
thing.
Says the person who's been pushing the Nemesis system.
Yeah, we will develop a nemesis.
I will say the Nemesis system would work better if they keep coming back with new magic items. And he did come back with a new magic item. It's like, well, he's tapped out.
He did. He
You did. You
Yeah.
just didn't. You didn't uncover all the secrets of the red paint.
You didn't give him a chance to actually tell us his new surname, because that would have
Yeah.
told us what magic item he had.
He was Zazad, second very rare item.
I think we should go overland, and I think we should take this path that took you to the bullywugs the first time.
Okay. Well, bullywugs though, you have to know that they don't live in any one spot. They travel around, so we may not even see them. And honestly, they're not really something to worry about. I think as far as
then
like
we won't.
okay,
Then we won't worry about it.
great. She's like, well, I plan to leave tomorrow with as many as I have. And she's like, I have these 8 here, and then with you 5, and myself. She's like, that might be enough to get them through what they need help with.
Right.
Assuming you all are willing to do some manual labor.
I have a lot of talents, but that's not one of them.
I think
We'll
you
see
can
when we
think
get
of us
there.
more as an exploratory group. Like, I would suggest we go in first and assess the situation, and then the laborers can come in and do their work.
Well,
I mean, I can do both, but
she's like, I guess that would be up to the Yuan-ti, but I suppose we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah. Would very much like to speak with them.
See you tomorrow morning.
She retires to her room for the evening. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do in Saltmarsh before connecting with her again in the morning?
Oh man, I kind of want to get her attention before she leaves.
Oh, okay, sure.
Like I'll just I want to like get in her line of sight and sign something in like Thieves' Cant and see if she understands it. And it's just gonna be, do you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try to do it. I'll try to do it kind of surreptitiously.
Sure. What is your passive insight? Ugh, kind of hate
16.
asking that. 16. Okay. She recognizes, like, you get the sense that she knows what you signed, but she doesn't sign. She goes, and doesn't sign back. But there is this flash of recognition in her eyes.
I'll sign back. I'll sign back. Why did you lie to us?
And she would just go to her room.
Okay.
Another person to rob.
Quizzy making a list. The only other thing I will do is I'll try to go to Keladek, and if anyone wants to
Yeah,
go with me.
I would go with you
Okay.
as well. And is there anyone? Are there any other houses that are interested in this Dunwater thing?
Any other houses?
The families.
Oh, like the council members?
Yeah.
Well, you know
Since
that
we were so close, I
yeah.
was thinking we might stop by Outlanders as well, just to see if they have any business they want to. If we're headed out that way,
Right.
just to see if they got anything.
Quizzy, what's your wisdom?
14.
Quizzy would surmise that with Gellen's primary connection to Dunwater being because of the smuggling ring, and Eleander being a loyalist to the crown who is interested in rooting out the smugglers, you don't think it would be a good idea to connect with Eleander. And also, by extension, to the other loyalist council member, the dwarf Monastrad Copperlocks. Both Eleander and Monastrad are in Saltmarsh because of the crown's interests. And so you would worry that, talking to them about this would maybe bring attention that might be more detrimental than helpful.
Okay. Yeah, but I would still go to Keladek.
Yeah, okay.
As well.
Yeah, I mean, Keladek welcomes you two in. He has an interest, but we can fast forward through this scene if there's anything that you guys be as specific as you want in what you relay to him about your meeting with Xendros. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I'll leave that up to you, Ian. I had some other things, but yeah.
I'll report. I mean, basically, just the facts of what we ran into Xendros, what she is reporting, and that I think my insight was so low that I don't have remaining suspicions that she is under influence.
Okay, sure.
She is.
At least Simon.
That's why I'm here.
The one part I'm not necessarily saying is that we have agreed to go because I kind of want to suss out whether he will hire us.
Oh, sure, okay. But you tell him why she's back. You tell him what she's trying to do. Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
And that she's looking for people to accompany her back.
She had been captured.
You tell her that. You tell Keladek that.
Okay. I'd probably, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably add those items.
Keladek sits there for a minute and he's drumming his fingers on his desk as he's thinking. And he's like, He's like, something doesn't add up.
That was our thought.
It's like, of course, you're fairly wise in these sort of things. It's like, all right, would you and your company be open to accompanying Xendros back to Dunwater, learning what you can, and figuring out what might be behind this? He's like, I'm willing to. This is me hiring you and not Gellin. I don't have a contract, but I'm willing to offer you some sort of discount when you return.
I'll pretend to be taken off guard that he's. Oh my! Who could have guessed? Of course, we would have to talk to our rest of our party, but I think we might be open to that. But guess we should lay out the terms. What are you thinking?
He's like, I'd be willing to offer a 5% discount across all of my services. And if there is any specific item that you are looking for, it might take me time, but I can bend my resources to try and acquire it.
That's pretty.
And that this
I'll
would
look
be
over at
to
Quizzy.
yeah, this would be to just report back what we find.
Yes, and also any magic items that you might come across that you are able to acquire while in Dunwater. That is part of my business. Let's just say that the better things you find and bring back, the more resources I will have at my disposal to assist you.
Okay. What if we are able to come to an accord with the Yuan-ti about Gellen's previous requests in that area?
Oh, that would be preferable. Sahagin threat is a threat that will soon come to Saltmarsh if it is already attacking Dunwater. He's like, the town of Saltmarsh will have to deal with this eventually, I am sure. So, by forging some sort of relationship, or rebuilding some sort of relationship with Dunwater, that will only help us in that regard. He's like, do what you can in that instance. He's like, but most importantly, keep an eye out for those magic items.
Understood.
So, I'm not hearing a bonus for actually doing the mission that what's her face actually went to go do.
Correct.
Uh,
Well, this is Keladek hiring you now. This is not Gellin. So
Yeah, that was the Prime Water contract.
I suppose.
In this.
Okay. If
well,
we're headed out into that area, though,
Mhm.
are there any items or ingredients that you might be on the lookout for your magic business that we might be able to obtain?
that's a good question. Dunwater's out in the swamp. I am familiar with some of what lives in that vicinity. Well, this is a bit out there, but knowing what I know of Yuan-ti and their history, it is possible. Very, very minuscule chance. But if you happen to come across a Naga egg, I would like that. Now, I know Naga are exceedingly rare. There's never been any reports of any existing in or around Dunwater. But, I mean, if there's a place full of snake people, there might be a big magic snake, you know?
Wow, that's not racist. Okay.
I mean, it sounds like there's an understanding for a 5% discount on services, but also that we will ask you for an item and you will attempt to procure this item.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable that some items might not be procurable, so
Absolutely.
Can we say you will procure an item, so if that first item that you can't find, we will submit another item for.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
Oh, you got me to help you out here. I can roll an aid. This will be awesome.
We'll find an item of equal or lesser value.
Persuasion plus 0. Do you want me
Well,
to try to aid you
how
or not?
how assistance works is Ian would roll with advantage.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
I would.
Okay. I have no modifier, so this is just
Hell yeah. Naked roll.
12.
Unfortunately, attempts to even locate some items require a vast amount of coin and resources and time. He's like, asking me to find something and failing is the effort has still been made. He's like, I would suggest that maybe you show some discretion in choosing what you ask of me then. That is to say, no.
Well, I think we will bring this agreement to the rest of our party and send a message letting you know what.
Very well. I look forward to hearing from you.
Okay, fast forward back to the empty net. Relay this to the rest of the party.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were going to go anyway, so...
Yeah, I don't know how I
Gravy,
feel
but-
about getting a Naga egg.
Yeah, it sounds like that's just like...
Because Naga are
Extra
intelligent,
bonus.
aren't they?
They are.
They are sapient,
Mm-hmm.
if not sentient.
They
Yeah.
are sentient.
I will let our group know about it and know that I don't know if I'm super comfortable with it, though.
Sure.
So-
Yeah, I am 0% comfortable with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not...
He
I
just has
was
to
wholly
think it's a
indifferent.
Naga egg.
Ooh. Case brings up a good point.
Counterfeit Naga egg.
If we tell him it hatches in like 100 years, 'cause I'm culturally incensed by this. So this request. So
snake
I
people
kinda wanna
have
fuck
snake
him over
things,
now.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Aren't all snake people alike?
I mean, that was just a kind of extra thing. The core agreement was just to go there and essentially find out what happened. What's happened.
And then to steal magic items, I guess.
Acquire was the word he used.
Purloin is the word I heard. Oh.
Somewhat more pressing, I think. Don't know how many of you noticed this, but Xendros definitely lied to us.
Oh, yeah.
And I tried to confront them about it, and, well, they ran off.
Definitely feels more than a little sketchy to me, and not in the way that we're sketchy. So,
Oh, yeah, we're walking into something,
We're
definitely.
sketch adjacent.
I think we're kind of in the middle sketch.
We're sketch-ish.
Sketch light.
Skish.
I guess keeping in mind the research Simon did. Yeah, I guess we should just go in with an open mind. I mean, it may be something very nefarious. It may just be them trying to use the resources they have, which is some random person coming into their territory, and now they're trying to use that person to get help in one way or another.
I'm not necessarily expecting a betrayal or anything like that, but we should definitely keep an eye out.
I'm actually more worried that the Sahagwin have done something there, and maybe they needed to come to an agreement with the Sahagwin. And
That's why I'm kind of worried about these, like, us, we can handle ourselves, but these random laborers we're bringing along, like, I don't want to be feeding them. But...
I mean, would it be better to take our ship just so there's some place for them to be that's quote unquote protected-ish?
Well, we'd have to
Our
talk to
ship.
Isabel. It's not our ship.
Yeah.
I mean, they owe us some favors, but not quite ours.
I do like that idea, though.
Well, we can. I'm sure she's docked. So we can go find her.
Yeah, you know that Captain Isabel and most of the crew of the Devilry are staying at the snapping line.
Mm-hmm. Makes
Why wouldn't they stay on the boat and save money?
Because they've had a successful
on
time
shore
and they're
leave.
happy to be ashore.
Yeah.
They want to stretch their legs.
Mm-hmm.
This is turning into a pub crawl now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're at the Wicker Goat. Let's hit all three tonight. So yeah.
Gotta do the full Saltmarsh pub.
Shall we?
Okay.
Sure.
Let's do it. To the Wicker Goat.
To the snapping line. I was joking.
Oh, I
about
thought
the
you were
Wicker-
being serious.
No,
Okay.
no. They wouldn't go to the Wicker Goat.
Okay.
Yeah, so you head back into the main part of Saltmarsh proper. It's now after dark. There's less activity on the streets, but the snapping line is still nice and busy. And you go inside, and sure enough, there's Isabel, and let's get one other crew member. Which other one is with her right now? We have Isabel, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's grab Craxus, the Dragonborn deck wizard. They are the last two still awake from the Devilry crew, and when Isabel sees you all enter, she's excited. She runs up and hugs you each, and Craxus is, nodding and buying drinks and everything. They have no idea that you came into the wealth that you have. They are more than happy to buy you a round of drinks. And then they sit you down, and Isabel's like, oh, she's like, feels like it's been forever, but it's so good to see you guys are still around. She's like, come on,
Yep.
you look like you've been successful. What have you been up to?
Somehow haven't kicked the bucket yet.
She's like, I'll drink to that. Yet.
Yeah.
We kicked some treasure chests. We fought a dragon.
You fought a
Treasure
drink.
chests that weren't treasure chests.
And Craxus leans forward. He's like, you fought a dragon?
Just one.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I still have the head. We don't have it mounted quite yet.
Mounted?
But yeah. Yeah, why not?
Where were you hoping to mount this?
Because he
Well-
hasn't thought that far ahead.
She doesn't have a figurehead yet.
Yeah, they should mount it on the ship. That would be amazing.
Is that what you're suggesting? Nobody wants to say it.
I'll idly speculate on that. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Isabel's like,
You know what? If they're open to this job that we have proposed, maybe we could give you the this dragon head to mount.
And she's like, wait, a job? Are you guys looking for transit? Is there something that the Devilry can help with?
We were thinking about
Yeah.
heading over to
14 people
Dunwater.
to Dunwater.
Dunwater. Oh. She's like, that's a relatively easy voyage. Is
Well, minus the Sahagin.
there Sahagin in those waters?
Possibly.
That's what we've
Oh.
heard.
She's like, that would be a problem. Well, she's like, I've seen you guys in action. I trust your capabilities and your judgment. If you need to go to Dunwater, she's like, to be totally frank, I wouldn't have a ship without you. So, you got me command of this thing. If you need it, it's yours. And Craxus is like,
That's very generous.
you saved my life and the life of Bram. He's like, the crew is behind you.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah. On that note, I'll buy you both the next round of drinks.
Oh, she's like, great. She's like, how likely do you think it is that we'll run into Sahagin?
At this point, 50-50.
She's like,
With
okay.
our luck.
100.
True.
She's like, okay.
I'll be honest, I've had enough danger lately that I'm tempted to just retire for a while, but I owe these 4 life debt of my own, so
Oh. She's like,
you have me.
okay. You wow, retire. You guys have been successful.
I'm not sure if I would say retired level of successful, but we've had some pretty solid successes.
Well, good.
When I say retire, I mean sleep forever.
So die.
Isabel's like, I
I
see.
mean, that's
Well,
I'm taking it day by day.
yeah. She's like, if that's the case, then I'll mark it a good thing that that you owe a life debt to these people. She's like, we're happy to sail you to Dunwater and to anywhere else you need to go.
we will do our best not to abuse that.
Yeah, it's much appreciated. We heard you all were busy while we were gone. Did you see any sign of our old pirate friend on your travels?
No, luckily we've been fortunate enough that the seas have been pretty calm for us. So we're hoping that luck holds. She's like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure what we would do without you all in tow if we did run into the pirates again. But she's like I said, we've been lucky, and I just hope that luck holds.
Maybe if you have a black dragon head mounted on front, it'll never bother you.
Friend, if you're looking for a place to mount it, I've got a prow that's open. I would love to put it there.
Let's do it. Yeah.
She's like, great. You said you need to leave in the morning? Okay.
Got a good plan.
Yep.
She's like, all right, well, we'll work on that dragon head next time we're back in Saltmarsh then, but until then.
Well, we can give it to a taxidermist and we'll get work on it.
Yeah, where do we store a dragon head?
So in Saltmarsh there is a Mariners Guild Hall, and they would have the contacts needed to get that sort of thing situated. So you would leave it with them. Isabel's excited to have you. Also excited to have what seems like, other than the Sahagin bit, what seems like a relatively easy voyage going to Dunwater. Craxus.
I mean,
go ahead.
I do feel like we should let them know the potential thing that we're stepping into. I don't want them to be surprised as if like the Yuan-ti are trying to do something that might cause harm to us. So
leave the engine running.
Got it. Isabel's like, oh, I see. She's like, so there's concern about what you might find at Dunwater. She's like, okay. She's like, I don't expect you to ask on this, but I want to be clear up front. My crew is not suited for shore missions like this. She's like, they're to see to the devilry. Okay.
Yeah, I don't expect anyone to go ashore.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. And you said that you had other people to come with too? Okay. Well, we'll make sure there's accommodations. It'll be tight.
A bunch of cargo.
8 day laborers and then Xendros herself.
Got it.
If their tunnel network has been compromised, then we should bring, like mining equipment or,
Absolutely.
like satchels, like breaching stuff, or, and also just general relief. You said they might be cut off from their storehouses. Or Xendros said they might be.
Yes.
But this is now going into like a 3-week siege or something so far.
Yeah, so the dwarves that Xendros had recruited are miners. And so they're bringing their equipment, their personal stuff.
Okay.
So there is some of that stuff already taken care of. As far as things like provisions and stuff like that, that would be That would be up to you. It did not. You didn't get a sense that Xendros was collecting anything like that.
Okay, I want to go to Prime Water Mansion and talk
Okay.
to taking whatever he's got in the mansion for provisions. Then.
Okay. Prime Water is gone. So you'd be talking to essentially his head of staff.
Yeah.
Okay. What's this fella's name? Sure. Ferris Goldjoy.
Okay.
I like that. Older human. Completely caught off guard that you want to just take whatever Gellin has as provisions for the for Dunwater. So we'll expedite this scene. Go ahead and just give me a persuasion check, and depending on how well you score.
Oh my god.
Well,
Nat 20.
you know, Gellin hired you,
Back
and
up his whole kitchen.
19.
yep,
Oh, 19.
Gellin hired you, and I guess he's not here, so sure.
Yep. His network of employees, and it's time sensitive, so if we can, get to loading the ship with whatever we've got. Okay.
Ferris gets to work organizing the longshoremen needed, and they start hauling crates of provisions and barrels of provisions, wine and fish and shellfish and all kinds of stuff onto the Devilry.
I do like how I joked about robbing Prime Water Mansion, and then we just go do it.
Yeah.
It's not robbing
He's
if
going
they
to be
just
he's
give
going
it
to be
to
hero
us.
to these people. He kept them fed.
That's true.
This is going to be this will pay off for him.
Before the
come
night
back
comes
and
to an
just-
end,
Yes,
Yeah.
I have a quick question for Isabel.
certainly.
As we're sitting in the snapping line drinking and exchanging stories, I'll lean over and I'll just say like, "Hey, this is a long shot, but you don't happen to know a Glim Flintfist, do you?" It's a dwarf.
She's like, I don't. Bram might.
Okay.
We can ask him, but... And then she looks at Craxus. She's like, is that bad of me to suggest that our one dwarf might know this dwarf? And Craxus is like, I don't know, that's who I would have asked. She's like, okay. She's like, yeah, we can ask Bram, but I'm not sure offhand.
Thanks.
Oh, his name is Brom, not Bram, B-R-O-M. Oh, well. He goes by Bram sometimes.
Bram.
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 Anything else before we move on to the voyage?
I want to leave a note with Goldjoy that says to put the provisions on our tab.
Oh, sure.
Oh, and I forgot to send a message to Keladek. So
Oh, got it.
I guess we never settled on whether we were taking.
Just tell him we're doing it.
Yeah, you said that
Yeah.
you had said that you need to talk to everybody, and then you'll let them know if you'll take the job or
Yeah,
not.
but as a party, I don't think we officially said
Oh, I see.
they were going to do that or not.
I mean,
but
it seemed like we were doing
Yeah.
it.
Let's,
regardless.
yeah.
we're doing it anyway.
doing it.
Okay. I don't really want to go over there again. Lizzie, can you send a message?
Yes, Quizzy will write a flowery acceptance letter.
Great.
Congratulations, you have been selected
Yeah,
to
dear Keladek, congratulations.
employ the best people around for this job.
All right. Okay. The next morning comes. You meet up with Xendros, who is surprised to hear that you're going by sea now. But she doesn't argue against it. She's excited to get everything underway and get everyone heading to Dunwater. The voyage to Dunwater takes a day, as opposed to the 3 days it would have taken over land. And it is without problem. You reach the spot right outside. You can see the coast with the swamp, and there's this spot where there's like this large rocky hillside, kind of in the middle of this swamp. Not in the middle of it, but near the coast anyway. And there's a part where the water goes in, and there's this large, open, like cavernous entrance. And you get the 10 temp HP. Wow. You get the sense
level plus charisma.
right, and +3 inspiration. You're already maxed out at 5. Yeah. So there's this large cavernous entrance that the shallow water just kind of goes into. And Xendros is like, that's the entrance. That's our entrance, at least coming by ship. She's like, we'll need to take a lifeboat or probably 2 with all of us here, to get the 5 of you, myself, and then our minor friends to come with.
The minor
Well,
friends
let's just-
are gonna stay on the ship to start, and then we summon them.
There. Oh, what? Is there a concern?
Best to make sure it's safe first.
Yeah, anything could have happened while we're in town.
And she's
Check
like,
it out first.
well, I suppose that's okay. Yeah, if you insist. Very well. She's like, well, then I'll come with, because I was the one that they sent, so I want to make sure that we, yeah. All right, well, 1 lifeboat then. And Isabel's like watching Xendros the whole time, and then she looks at you all and kind of raises her eyebrows, like, okay, like if this is the one that you're trusting with all this, then okay.
We don't trust her.
A lifeboat's lowered into the water, and there's space enough for the 6 of you total. So, who's rowing? We need 2 people rowing.
Probably me is one.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
not
me
super
is the other,
strong.
unless we get Cappy to do it.
He doesn't have hands.
Yeah, how is he gonna grab the
How
oar?
is Cappy? How's Cappy rowing?
Is Cappy the pet that you're taking with, though?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I am.
Okay, so
yeah.
6 of you plus
Just 'cause-
Captain Barry plus Vesk. So
He can swim, can't he? Or no,
yeah.
he can climb.
Well,
Oh yeah.
I mean, Kuzi can climb. Salazar is our swimmer, but
Mm.
Salazar also only moves 5 feet over land.
On land.
Yeah, it's a tough pick
Mm-hmm.
to pick.
Right.
So
Okay. So Quizzy and Simon are manning the oars. Once you get about halfway there, you see a collection of 4 Yuan-ti, heavily armed and armored, are awaiting you at the entrance. And then once you get... Well, I'll pause there. Does anybody want to do anything before I then get you to the entrance?
I do a big wave.
Okay. And then you approach, and before, like, they help bring the boat ashore, and one of the Yuan-ti looks down at Xendros, and he says, You were requested to bring as many as possible, and you come with 5. 5 that are dressed for war and not to move stone. He's like, are you failing in the one task that we gave you? And Xendros is like, no, we have more. They just want to make sure that everything is safe for the rest of them to come ashore. And he's like, I assure you it is safe. Nothing has changed. And then he looks at you all, and he's like, who here speaks for the group?
I mean, obviously Terpsichore, the one who is qualified,
Uh,
and the one who
I-
shares a language.
I think it's sort of a leaderless commune sort of deal.
let's take turns.
Collective
Take
decision.
turns.
Yeah. What's up? We have provision on this ship.
What's
We're here
up?
to relieve the siege. Situation dire, that sort of thing.
He's like, there was no siege, it was a raid. They have come and gone.
Okay. So that was weeks ago, and you still can't access the tunnels?
Correct. We don't have enough numbers to clear them. We don't know how deep the damage goes.
Okay. Well. Show us to them, then.
Very
We
well.
can get the rest of our group.
He's like, should we wait here for you to collect the rest of the people you brought?
No, we're gonna work in shifts. We'll rotate out. We'll start.
Deception or persuasion? I'm assuming deception.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mid.
He's like 21 mid. He's like
It's plus 10 mod. Yeah.
that's true. He's like shifts. Very well. He's like, my name is Nesitus. I am the commander of the watch, what remains of it. He's like, I'll take you to Champion Shuna, the overseer of the commune, and he'll fill you in on what's needed and show you where we need the help.
Sounds good.
All right. I think I have a map set up for this. I do.
While we're kind of exploring this area, I'm keeping a wary eye on Xendros.
Sure.
Just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to move us to a new map, just for visual reasons. Maybe combat. I guess it depends on what you guys do. There we go.
Fight the Yuan-ti.
You could. And then I'll throw or I guess you can put Barry on there. But yeah, they lead you into the entrance and then down these twisting tunnels. The place is remarkably quiet. You see very few other Yuan-ti as Nesitus and the three others that were with him kind of lead you. And then they come to a point where you go around, you're leading south down this tunnel, and then you go around the corner. And then they open these double doors right here. And Nesitus kind of motions through the doors, and he's like, Champion Shuna will meet you in there. He's like, I will go and summon him.
Hello.
Quizzy, you step across the threshold, and this massive snake in the corner immediately raises its head up. It's all coiled up in the corner, and its tongue is flicking in and out. It doesn't do anything beyond that, but it is very interested that you have entered.
I do smell good. How's it going?
Busy?
You're cool.
We are extremely edible.
No, Barry's the edible one.
That's true. We've proven that a couple times. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, and I do have my speak with animals going around. So.
Oh, sure. So you have speak with animals, and we're getting a snake friendship. So let me get the stat block for this thing. There it is, giant constrictor snake. DC 15 whiz save. The snake slithers toward Terpsichore, and yeah, like nuzzles its head. It's this massive head that's as big as you are under your outstretched hand. And Quizzy, you hear it say, "Ooh, friends, ooh."
I did the thing. I hold my hands out like that to put its head in.
And it's just like the tip of its nose gets in.
Yay!
Snake friend.
So Nesitus comes in and goes out the double doors in the back, and then after a few minutes, returns, and with him is a large Yuan-ti. But this Yuan-ti looks different than the ones you've seen, and then different than Terpsichore. This Yuan-ti has, instead of legs, has a massive snake tail. And he slithers up, and he approaches, I guess Roswin is the closest.
Oh god.
Towering over Roswin, this massive purple cobra-looking fella. And just like the giant constrictor snake, his tongue is flicking in and out as he considers you all.
Right. I smell good.
And as he approaches, Nesitas holds his hands out and he says, Champion Shuna. And Shuna looks down at Roswin and he sniffs the air. And he goes, You are the ones who brought our assistance? The 5 of you dressed for war come here to help us in our need?
We have more.
You have more, I am told. He's like, but you come bearing weapons and wearing armor befitting soldiers or mercenaries.
I'm not.
He looks at Kara, and he's like, curious.
Well, what
I'm
we
a
heard
scribe.
is we heard talk of raids and battle, so it's prudent to bring weapons. You can't begrudge us that.
We're guardians of the peace, not soldiers.
He's like, well, there is peace here, luckily. You're right, I cannot begrudge you for taking your security with you. But those will not be needed. Blades and armor. What we need are strong backs. You are willing to help us in this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have that and more awaiting on our ship. We just need to know where to point our efforts.
Very well.
I'm just kind of along for the ride.
I'm stronger than I look.
He's like, I certainly hope so. Looking down at the three
Hey.
small members of the company.
Yeah, I'm weaker than I look.
He's like, I certainly hope not. And then he's like, Captain Nesitus has informed me that you intend to work in shifts. We have a great amount of work to be done. I would prefer all hands, but if you are intent on leaving the rest on your ship, then we will put you to work immediately.
So let's see. There were 4 people out front,
Yep,
including these 2.
including the 2 that brought you here, yep.
And then we have this giant constrictor snake and champion.
Shuna.
And that's all we've seen.
That is all that you
I'll-
have seen so far.
I'll turn to the rest of the group and quietly just say, like, why don't we just get the rest?
Where's the rest of your people?
Resting, keeping watch, tending to duties that need tending to. We are still a commune and we still have things which need done. We lack the tools and the know-how to clear debris of this size, work of this scale.
I'm gonna make an insight check just because.
Sure.
I want to know.
Just because I want to. 14?
Yeah.
Where are you, Shuna? I should open these stat blocks immediately rather than wait until I need to reference something. He's not pleased at all the questions, but you're having a hard time reading him beyond that. You get a sense that you don't get a clear sense whether he's telling the truth or lying. I'll put it that way.
Mhm. What does our little buddy Snake have to say? I forget. Can Yuan-ti speak Snake?
Not anymore. Or like the way. No, animal friendship is just you befriend it, but you can't communicate with it.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Well, I will ask the snake then. How things have been going around here.
The snake is like, danger, fighting, quiet, food, not much food.
You have food on the ship.
Ooh. Not hungry now, but maybe in a week.
Okay. When was the last time you ate?
Ooh. Some days ago.
Was it good?
Leftovers.
Were there little shrimp involved?
No.
I'm trying to figure that out.
Little shrimp? No. What is this shrimp?
What is this shit you speak?
I will try to make some for you if I can find the ingredients.
If it is,
Small but tasty.
if it is, if it is furry swamp rodent of large size, this is favorite.
Of large size or unusual size?
Very usual.
I tried. Okay.
And then its tongue flicks around a little bit, and it's like its head goes towards the door, and it says, "Smells swamp rodent."
Yeah, that one's mine. Not
Oh,
not,
no.
not for eating. At this point.
Food you offer. You bring food.
No, the food I offer is on the ship.
Oh. No need for ship.
this
Furry
is my
swamp
buddy.
rodent here.
This is my buddy.
I think can I like I'll make an insight check if you want me to, but like I see the snake looking at Cappy, and I see like Quizzy looking over as well, and like doing this kind of emotion. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take an insight check.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
19.
Yeah, you can tell.
Okay. I'm just gonna like scoot over to Captain Barry and just be like, and just like, slowly push it out of the room.
And I'm sure...
Oh, yeah, Barry knows exactly what's going on, and he will acquiesce. So.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I like the idea that Barry's just completely nonplussed and like is just sitting there, and you have to like physically push this thing.
It is a capybara. You're right.
Yeah, so he's just like, I don't like.
Yeah,
what are you
no,
trying to do? Like,
It's bigger than me. So I'm like pushing, and it's not budging.
And then Shuna looks at Quizzy and is like, "Stop that."
But he's cute.
Let me take you to where we need help. No. Okay. Nesitas, you take them to the tunnels. Clear out the... Okay. Let's start on the east wing first. And then Shuna slithers off. He opens the double doors back there. And we have passive perception of 15 and 16 in the party, right? I'm pretty sure we do.
Yeah, I have 15.
16 for me.
Okay. Roswin and Quizzy... you see another Yuan-ti waiting behind the double doors, kind of leaning back against the wall, wearing like cloth vestments and carrying a staff. And Shuna comes in, and this Yuan-ti immediately whispers something to Shuna, and Shuna like puts a hand up and like tells him to go further down the hallway, and then closes the door behind him.
Should have taken that mage slayer.
Why?
Were we able to hear
There's
any
more
of the whisper?
going on here.
Were you able to hear? Yes, you probably could have heard something with passive perception 15 and 16. Roswin and Quizzy, do either of you speak Draconic?
Yes.
Nope.
You do?
I do.
Okay. Quizzy. You would have heard. You would have heard this person ask Shuna if they're still to proceed with only 6. Oh, Xendros is here, by the way, as
Not
well.
us at all.
I'll get her on the map. But otherwise, Nesitas starts ushering you out of the throne room and leading you down toward the east wing. He leads you down, again, some twisting paths past some other rooms. You hear a little bit of activity as you go, but again, it's pretty minimal. You maybe only see another 5 Yuan-ti in total, beyond the ones you've already seen. And then he leads you to, a tunnel that is caved in. And he points at it, and he's like, this is where we need to start work. He's like, we have more tunnels than this, but this is the one that Shuna has chosen. He's like, I trust that you know what you are doing. I will keep one of my guard here to assist you should you need it. He's like, but I have other things to tend to.
Sounds great.
Okie doke.
So then he leaves, and the other Yuan-ti just kind of leans up against the wall, maybe, 20 feet down the hall from you. All right. So I will start, but we're doing essentially a shift of work here. So okay. I will need athletics checks from everyone to determine progress made, and I will need Constitution saving throws to determine like exhaustion at the end of the day or at the end of the shift. And if there's anything else you want to do or discuss or whatever, anything like that while you're doing this, go ahead. But those are the 2 checks that I need for sure. And we'll do the athletics check. Like, we can do them whenever we want, but let's do the athletics stuff first, and we'll do the con stuff at the end of the scene, essentially.
We do have a potion of hill giant strength.
Oh.
If someone with low strength wishes to use it.
True. Yeah, I'd say anyone with
I'm
strength
not
20 or...
necessarily-
Go ahead.
I'm not necessarily volunteering myself,
Oh,
but
sure.
it would be highly funny.
Just throwing these giant pieces of rock away. I would say that anyone with strength 20 or higher gets advantage on the check and doesn't have to make the con save.
Oh,
I'm strength 20 now, actually.
Are you? Then yeah, Simon, you're all set.
with your feet. Yeah, nice.
If I roll
Otherwise,
super
I'm
high on
probably
my
not-
athletics, can I cover for someone's work?
Yeah, the athletics checks are to basically check how deep into the tunnel you get. Just the 5 of you.
Okay.
So, yeah, you would have sent you potentially, if you roll high enough, could cover multiple people's work.
Okay.
I am
wanna
using
talk to
my
the-
mage hand to support me.
Okay, what's that case?
That has a like a 5-pound limit, I think.
10
10?
pound, but it does
Okay.
make you, if you are like using it in a process, it can make you more dexterous, essentially.
Got it.
Sure.
I want to talk to the guard
Okay.
the whole time. So
The whole
I
time, okay.
Not roll. Well, I want like if he's just gonna ice me out, then I won't bother.
Sure.
But like I wanted to ask, like, oh, what was the attack like? You know, was
Uh-huh.
it scary? When did they come? Where did they come from?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
kind of stuff.
So as your party is working, you're chatting this guy up, and he's kind of surprised. He wasn't expecting you to come over and just like chat with him, and he's like, it was the Sahagin came from the ocean.
Sure.
They struck at night. They seemed to know how to strike. They knew our watch and our rotations. We didn't stand much of a chance. Many of us fell.
How did they
Well,
drive them
okay, I guess I'll
back?
roll. Do I know? So I know that Sahagin can have like human disguised infiltrators, and that's like a caste or whatever of Sahagin. I do not know if they can do that to Yuan-ti, which is visually distinct. So, I guess I'll just roll history to see if I know.
Oh, sure.
The first part doesn't. That sounds completely foreign, but something's point. Yeah, I mean, if he's pointing at like, they knew the most vulnerable
Right.
like time to strike.
Yep.
What's past the tunnels that are blocked off?
These tunnels lead to the armory. That's where most of our stores were. He's like, there's likely Yuan-ti still trapped behind there.
So the people that are, you know, on our side of the rock vault, they're just the only ones around at the moment?
Yes, there's 5 of us watch. There's maybe 10 total of our civilian ranks. It is pretty grim.
Okay. Well, then I'll just race back to the rocks, hearing how many people are
Sure.
presumably trapped there.
All right, so we've got 4. We are still sitting on max inspiration, by the way. We have 5 out of 5 inspiration,
Yeah.
so feel free.
I'll use one.
Okay. And we've got... what is it, 3?
I'm gonna say I'm too distraught. I'm too distraught
Yeah.
to really be effective in
Yes.
clawing at the rocks.
So we've got a 27, 19, 16, and 3.
There's a con for exhaustion.
Oh, sure.
Well,
I wasn't-
wear me out. Excuse me.
Unless I drink that potion, I'm not attempting
Oh, sure.
to I'm not bothering.
Right.
Yeah, I was wondering if you wanted to try to sneak away and see more of the.
I've thought about it, but these guys are already so like, I don't know.
Big.
I was gonna say seemingly hostile.
Oh,
Like not
yeah.
hostile, but like,
They're-
a little kind of
They're kind of standoffish.
standoffish.
Yeah.
Oddish.
Yeah. And I can't speak Draconic anyway, so
Mm,
it's not like I can eavesdrop on that conversation.
sure.
That said, if you want me to go back and get the other people, that's something I can do.
Actually, that would be good to have you go back to the ship and let them know what's going on,
Mm,
and so yeah, we can set up shifts or whatnot.
Sure.
And yeah, you can be our sort of messenger person.
Okay.
And then, assuming the Yuan-ti allow us to do that.
Yeah. Assuming they let me pass, I'll tell them that that's what I'm planning on doing.
yeah, so you're trying to get past the guard and to go and get the other people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'll wait like a little bit so it still seems like we're going in shifts. You know what I mean? Like you
Sure.
said.
Yeah.
But about halfway through this process, I'll try to. Yeah.
He looks down at Roswin and then he looks at the rest and he's like, I can't let you go on your own, and I was told to watch here. He's like, but I would suggest you help your friends.
Best way I can help them is by summoning the rest of our group.
Roll me persuasion.
Sure. I have a +0.
Woof!
3. Oh boy.
He's like, I with so few of us, I can't afford to be ignoring orders.
That's fair. I would not want you to get in trouble. But as soon as one of your companions is here to take a shift, I would be willing to head back to our ship and summon the rest of our group.
Of course.
So we can work faster and get you through to your companions.
Of course.
And then I'll go back to mostly watching.
Don't worry, Captain Barry has you covered.
Oh, look at that. You all make pretty good progress, all things considered, in the shift. I got a con save from Tripsickery. Can I get con saves from everyone else other than, I guess, Roswin? And we'll need one from Barry as well.
Yeah. I'm assuming that.
Oof.
Well, actually, 10 might be okay for the first time.
We're sitting on 4 inspiration right now, by the way. 21. Wow, Barry's he's fine.
I'm using an inspiration on mine.
Okay.
Better.
Sure.
12 is better than 6.
Do we get one from everybody? I didn't see. Oh, you're not making one because you're 20 strength. That's right.
Yeah. I guess Vesk would have been helping too, though. So
Oh, sure. Go ahead and roll
rolling at the rock.
athletics and.
Athletics is
Okay.
13. And then con
Okay.
15.
Everyone.
Using his
will
gravity breath here and there. To put rocks out.
There you go.
I will use a thing. We'll see if we can
Inspiration?
do it a little better.
Okay.
Yeah, inspiration. That's the word.
Down to 2.
Okay.
And a 20. Nice. You all are good. You do not suffer exhaustion from the work. And you make really good headway, but the tunnel still seems to, like, you cover a lot of distance, but the cave-in still seems to keep going. It is a big one indeed. And so when your shift is finished after a good, 6 hours of work, then the guard is like, then Nesitas comes back, and and talks to the guard in Draconic, and those of you who speak Draconic can tell that he's like, bring these ones to the banquet hall, let's get them a meal, and let's get the rest of them from the ship here to finish the work. And the guard nods.
We would return to our ship for a beat. We'll return with the work, but let us retrieve provisions from the ship.
And
we don't need to tax your supplies.
And Nessitas and the guard kind of exchange glance. The guard looks at Nessitas like, is that fine? And you get the sense that Nessitas is taking what you are saying and comparing it to orders that he got, and he's working through that. And he's like, very well, send them to the ship, and then when they are prepared, we can bring the rest here for continued work. And the guard nods and does that. Takes you all back to the entrance. The tunnels are such that it's difficult to know the route to and from the entrance to where you're working. But with maybe enough times back and forth, you might be able to learn that. But anyway, he brings you there.
Good. I rolled, but would I have been able to pick up my bearings on it?
Ooh, you know what? Yeah. Especially as a Yuan-ti yourself, and maybe not the first time you've been in a commune that's arranged like this. I would say that, yeah, Terpsichore knows the way.
Okay.
But the guard takes you back to the entrance, and you get back on your lifeboat and take it back to the Devilry. What are we doing from there?
The intention really was just to pick up stuff to bring.
Sure. Okay.
So yeah, I didn't really have it. Anyone else have anything to do on the ship, or no? Move on.
No, I mean, we'll tell. Presuming Xendros is with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it seems clear, so let's get the rest of the group and come back.
Okay. You assemble another lifeboat with the rest of your group and go ashore again. And this time also stocked with provisions. You probably have a third lifeboat with all the provisions from Gellen's mansion. And Nessitas is wide-eyed when he sees you come back with all that food. And they immediately start, unloading that, helping you, the few of them that there are. And then he's like, we're eternally grateful for these stores. Champion Shuna would still like to honor your assistance with a meal befitting the help that you've provided. Now easier to do with this added food. It may be meager compared to what you're accustomed to, but he would still
we're grateful for the sharing what you can afford, perhaps ill afford at this moment.
Good.
Graciously accept your hospitality.
Very good. I will ensure that the rest of your help gets sent to the tunnels, and I will bring you to the banquet hall to await your feast. And he does so. So let's go here. Nessitas, yep. Alright, I'm going to move us to another map. Just like before, he leads you down some other tunnels and gets you to a large room on the other side of these double doors. He opens them up and then steps aside, lets you in. And you can hear the sound of people working. What sounds like in a kitchen. Obviously, you hear a fire roaring, and you hear, you smell meat cooking and stuff like that.
Ooh, cooking.
Yes, but he motions in, and he's like, "Go in. Champion Shuna awaits, and the meal will be ready shortly."
Can I help?
Quizzy comes in asking to help, and Shuna's like, "You've helped enough for today, little one. Sit down and take your rest."
I like to cook. Cooking is awesome.
I really worked up an appetite. Yeah.
And he's like, we have people to handle the cooking. Do not worry about it.
Oh, I want to cook.
Quizzy peeks into the kitchen, and you see 3 Yuan-ti. Two of them are moving a little bit more slowly, a bit more sluggishly than the others that you've seen. And they wear very simple clothing compared to the rest. Like Nesitas and the guard are wearing their armor, obviously. You saw one wearing vestments, and Shuna has his own attire. But these two they're basically just wearing like simple pants, and that's about it. And the one on the south side of this room is directing them and commanding them and giving them very clear and specific instructions, which they follow without much of a word in response. But then he sees Quizzy poke his head in, and he's like, "No! We'll handle this. You are our guests.
How can I help?
You will.
How can I help?
I'm gonna
You will
run
help
after
by
Quizzy.
sitting down. We are here to serve you."
I
I'm
want to
gonna
help.
rush after Quizzy and like bodily try to pull him back into the, like, it's okay, Quizzy,
Oh.
come on.
That'd be hilarious because Quizzy doesn't move very from other people.
So you're going to actively resist Roswin.
Oh god.
Oh God.
No, fine.
Okay.
Oh,
Like
I was just gonna call for a roll, that's all I was gonna
athletics check
do.
If you want me to.
Yeah. Mhm.
no, I think Quizzy will see reason.
Sure.
If there's a party member getting involved.
Hmm.
Alright, fine, drag me away.
You're just getting in their way. It's fun. Come on.
Yeah, I'd like to help. That's food.
I know you like to help, but we're already helping.
But
Well,
it's
everyone
food.
but me is helping.
Yeah. So Quizzy and Roswin come back out, and he's like, and Shuna's like, "Please join your friends. We start each meal as this with the sharing of what brew we have." He's like, "I must warn you, and your companion can attest to this, but Yuan-ti brew is not for the faint of stomach."
Oh, where is our person?
Who's that? Oh, Xendros?
Right, Xendros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She should be with us.
Oh, she's not.
Unless she's working. Is she working with the rest of the laborers?
Yes, Xendros saw she had great desire to continue working, and so she asked to remain with the rest of them.
Oh, no. 11 insight.
Here comes the insight checks, just like rapid.
11 and a 16 and a 6. He does seem to be hiding something. The 16 would tell that.
Oh, okay, that was mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a shame. We'll have to.
I
make sure-
telepathically let everyone know.
Can you?
Is it? I thought it was one way. I thought it
No,
was.
it's not-
It is
Yeah.
one way, but I'm assuming it gets distributed.
But,
Sorry,
like,
Josh.
constantly. She's constantly asking us what we're thinking and then
Yeah.
relaying
Josh,
it
you're
to the
muted.
I
other.
basically become the operator.
That
Car in front of a
completely
switchboard.
Practical. Yeah.
It is strongly hinted that this is something that psionics do and hate doing because it just messes with your brain.
So, okay.
So I am.
I honestly don't
politely
want to
going say no,
participate in
thank
it
you.
because it kind of breaks social encounters.
Yeah,
If we're operating on a hive mind, like what? How are we supposed to react differently to different information
I'll
other than our personality?
I'll allow it for this
Yeah.
scene, but I will say that going forward, Josh, I'll need you to tell me when you're doing that.
I'm saying I'm not doing it.
Oh,
Because it
okay,
is annoying.
Good.
perfect. Then, yeah, I'm more than happy with that. So Quizzy currently is the only one who has any suspicion. Well, any
Well,
confirmed suspicion.
Because he will tell me, but I'm not. This is. Yeah, I'm not playing operator right now.
Yeah,
is what
got
I'm
it.
saying.
Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The other Yuan-ti comes out with a tall carafe and starts pouring this brew for you all, and pours one for Shuna as well, and then returns to the kitchen. And Shuna lifts up one of the mugs, which is this small little thing in his giant scaled hand, And he's like, a toast to your assistance and to rebuilding bridges that we thought were burned. And he holds it up and he waits.
I want to very quickly, like, and I'm gonna act like I'm just, like, giving it a sniff and a swirl like you would like a whiskey or something.
Yeah.
I'm investigating the drink.
Okay. What is there?
I'm very adept with poisons and such.
Yeah.
So
I think that would be survival.
Or would it be using the kit, the tool?
Well, I'm not
if you
out my poisoner's kit.
Yeah. Like, if Roswin were actually, like, testing everything again, with the different tools and implements, then yeah.
Right.
But I feel like that would be survival, but you are right that you do have experience with poison. Are you proficient in survival?
I am not.
Okay, treat it as if you were proficient.
Okay, I'll click the button and then I'll unclick it afterwards.
Okay, yep.
Okay. Holy shit. I rolled a nat 20. So it doesn't matter if I'm proficient or not.
Yeah,
I rolled a nat
right.
20.
Yeah. And I guess I would probably do something similar as well, but would it be more of a medicine check for someone who is less inclined with poisons?
I think it would still be survival. Like, I think I would do the same check. Yeah.
Okay. We'll just give it a survival check. There we go.
Does this taste poison to you? Does it smell like chloroform?
Does this smell like chloroform to you? And Quizzy got a 23. Okay. Alright, hold on. Let me... Okay. Shuna is holding his mug up and waiting for everyone to raise their mug.
Can
I
I
have
make
my mug raised.
I'll make a sleight of hand check or something to do this, but I want to make like I'm about to drink and then accidentally knock it over and like spill it onto the table and then be like, "Oh my goodness, I am so sorry." And
Sure.
And as I'm doing that, I'm like looking pointedly at everyone with like wide eyes.
Sure. Okay. Okay, yeah, give me a sleight of hand check. I have Shuna's notes here. 13.
I'm gonna use inspiration on that.
Oh, okay. We're down to 1.
Okay. 23.
That was a dramatic change.
I have a plus 10, so 13
Oh,
only have 3.
yeah.
So, like, yeah.
Got it.
It's a good thing you did that because Simon is like in the middle of about to drink it.
Right. Yeah.
Because
I was
of
trying to
that.
get everyone's attention.
Because of that commotion, Simon's kind of like,
Yeah.
moving into help mode instead of drinking.
Yeah, Kara has it to her lips, and seeing this, she continues to raise it but not drink.
Oh, sure.
Yes, I think I'm tempted to, during the distraction, to sort of dump it into one of my got a bunch of containers I can just dump it into quick.
Well, then you also give me a sleight of
Pretend
hand
like I
check.
drink it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm just like, oh, do you have any towels? I'll clean it up. I'm so sorry.
They're distracted, right?
Yeah, let's see. Who we have Nesitas and we have Shuna in here. Yeah, go ahead and roll sleight of hand with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Roswin spills all over herself. And
And the table.
yeah, and the table. Yeah, it's all over the place. It kind of burns a little bit. It's like there's like a little bit of stingingness. It stings a little bit.
Okay.
And Quizzy quickly deposits it into a water skin or something like that. As Shuna like slowly lowers his mug, you get a sense there's a level of frustration in him as he sets it back down on the table, and he shouts in Draconic to the kitchen, asking for a towel. And one of the two, slower Yuan-ti that's just kind of lumbers in with a towel and just hands it to Roswin. Shuna is like,
Awesome.
he takes a deep breath and is like, accidents happen.
Yes,
But
so sorry. Terribly clumsy of me.
Indeed.
Hiccup. Quizzy. That's strong stuff.
And he stares at Quizzy for a minute. And then he looks at the rest of the group, obviously lowering their mugs, and he's like,
Huh? Oh no, I think I drink it.
"Oh, do you?"
Because I already bought. I've already botched the insight. So
Okay.
I think I'm like not on guard. Since
Oh.
I'm more at home.
I like that. Okay.
That's fair. Yeah.
My mind, I'm preoccupied, and I'm also like not really anticipating getting poisoned or whatever.
Right.
Or if there's venom or whatever
Yep.
gimmick is in Yuan-ti brew, then yeah. So I think I lower mine like half drunk at this point.
Nice. Shuna is still looking at everyone else with some measure of frustration. And he like squares his shoulders and he draws himself up to a larger height. And he's like, an unfortunate faux pas on what is otherwise an honorable pre-meal tradition. He's like, apologies, it has slipped my mind, but there are other things I must tend to. You all to continue your meal, and I must see to other matters. And then without another word, he slithers out of the room, slamming the door behind him.
Oops, did we offend him? Can I help in the kitchen now?
I let out a long sigh.
Terpsichore, give me a Constitution saving throw with advantage, please.
Oh, okay. Haha, thank you.
Okay. You are fine. Yeah. Nesitas moves in and also starts to help or assist with Roswin. He takes the towel and shoos the other Yuan-ti away, who then lumbers back to the kitchen. And he's like, "You have offended Champion Shuna greatly. I would suggest you take extra caution to not do so again."
Many apologies.
He's like, "Very well. We will bring your meal. I will return in a moment." And then he also goes out the door.
As soon as he's out the door, I'm like turning to everyone else and very quietly being like, I did not feel comfortable drinking that.
Yeah, pretty sure that was poison.
Or
something.
Are you okay?
Something was in it.
That's why you did that.
I finished my mug. I don't know. Let me check.
Now that there's no one else in the room, I will take out my poisoner's kit and try to identify what's
Oh,
going
sure.
on with this.
You do it again, yeah. No, you're still good.
I think it's fine. I don't know.
Yeah. You probably take Simon's mug and drink that.
I
I'm
reached
like-
over to get the abandoned one from the
Sure.
our host.
Yeah.
Look, X-Day on the ink tray for a second. And I'll, yeah.
Yeah, so there's not going to be a test for it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the poison is called, but it is in fact poisoned with something that would cause unconsciousness. You would fall unconscious very shortly after consuming it if you failed your con save. Terpsichore is fine.
I'll look up and I'll be like, yeah, that's poison. Terpsichore, it's
I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe it's a false positive. I don't.
I'm pretty certain.
I mean, they did say that this brew of theirs could have a negative effect on outsiders or people aren't used to it. Is that what they meant, or is this something?
I'm gonna go.
I mean, like, yeah. How certain am I that this is poison and not just like some wacky brew?
I guess you can. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll answer that. But what are you doing, Case? Sorry.
I'm gonna Pink Panther walk because I got fresh courage in me now.
Yep.
I'm gonna Pink Panther walk down to the eavesdrop. If the kitchen is like attending to their preparation, or
Yes,
whatever,
they are
then
still.
I'm just gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna try and listen at the door,
Okay.
which you can
so-
do whatever.
Champion, whatever.
Shuna.
Shuna.
Their drink is still on the table.
Yes.
Does that one also have the poison in it?
So to answer Roswin's question about is it actually poisoned or is this just how their brew normally is,
Right.
I guess I would take a history check from you because you're not sure.
Okay. I'm good at that.
Yep.
Thanks to the ghosts.
Thanks,
17.
ghosts.
Thanks, ghosts.
You're pretty sure that something was added to it. You're pretty sure this is not
Yeah.
normal.
I
And then if Quiz,
turn invisible.
oh, okay. So then, Quizzy, you're not sure if Champion Shuna's drink has any more or not because Roswin went invisible.
Well, I mean, I can make a survival check on that one, I guess. I'm like, Roswin, come on.
It all came from the same carafe, so.
It did, but
Now that I'm invisible, I'm walking out into the hallway.
Okay, and I'll take a perception check from Terpsichore. Perfect. I deleted them off the map. Let me get them back on there.
if everyone is doing their own thing, I'm gonna try to help with the food again.
Oh my god. All right, Simon, what are you doing?
Literally, they tried to
Oh my
poison
gosh.
us.
Well, if this is happening, I think I want to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go next to Terpsichore and I'll try.
Okay. I'll take a perception check from you. Kara, what are you doing?
I pull out a book.
I love it. This Yuan-ti is going to move and try and bodily block Quizzy. So now there's a whole commotion going on over there.
Quizzy.
Terpsichore
Oh,
and Simon. Simon, you understand Draconic, right? I'm assuming you do.
I do.
Okay.
I do. Yes.
It'd be funny if you didn't.
It'd be hilarious if you didn't. Terpsichore and Simon can hear through the door a conversation going on. You hear Champion Shuna's voice, and then you hear another voice that you haven't heard yet. And it speaks, like, the way it speaks sounds like... well, no, it's just a voice you haven't heard yet. And Roswin, where you are, you can see Nesitas is on the other side of the door. And then Shuna is just south of that. And you can tell there's a third person on the other side of Shuna, but he's so big you can't see this person clearly.
Yeah.
But the conversation that Terpsichore and Simon are hearing, you hear Shuna say, are the rest of them taken care of? And the other person says, they're on board. We got them. What's the deal with these ones? And Shuna says, I don't think they're going to fall. And the other guy says, well, then we'll set out with what we have. These are your problem now. And then turns around and walks south away from Shuna. And in that motion, Roswin, you see it as a dragonborn.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone I recognize or no?
No. Terpsichore, you open the door.
Does it? Well, I mean,
It will open. It's unlocked. Yeah, it's unlocked.
Yeah, I do open the door. I mean, if we've heard the bulk of this conversation, and
Yeah.
it seems like they're shanghaiing our crew, or the crew, the work crew that we brought to them, then, yeah.
So you open the door, and Nesitas immediately turns around, and Shuna looks at Nesitas, and he's like, get out of the way. And he pushes Nesitas aside, and Shuna moves in and opens the door, and immediately draws this huge curved sword, and he's like, "This would have been easier if you just drank." And that is where we'll end for the night. And next week we'll start with initiative.
What a good cliffhanger.
We'll be playing again next week. If you're still watching, thank you so much for sitting tight throughout this whole session. And we'll be starting with combat against Champion Shuna and the other Yuan-ti when we begin in a week. So we'll see you all then, and take care.
We'll finally answer the real question of whether Quizzy gets to help.
That's your actions every round, right? Your actions every round is just to try and get into that kitchen.
That's right.
All right, take care.